So good to see you all again. Welcome to another episode of the Very Funny Podcast. Before we begin, today we have DJ Lethal Skillz on this episode. And this episode right now, at the moment, it's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So in exactly 8 hours from now, it'll be 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll be with our second guest of the day, which is the incredible comedian Erica Rhodes, stand-up comic. She's awesome, and I've shared the stage with her many times. I absolutely adore this woman's comedy, and she did a show. She just filmed a special right now in the middle of coronavirus times. She filmed a comedy special where she took to a stage in an outdoor parking lot, and everybody watched from their cars that were socially distant by 6 feet, and people were like honking the horn and laughing, and they mic'd the cars. And honestly, I think it's one of the coolest ideas to come out of this. So there's a lot to talk about. Let me show some shout outs into the chat. DJ Samix watching you live from the Lebanese airport, my man. Where are you headed to, or where are you coming from? Let us know. Vanessa is in the chat. What's up, baby? How's it going? We got Rime Poop, the beautifully named Shaquille Meal, Carla Nekad, as always. Betul Attar, the Zaka is in the house. We have a good time, everybody, coming out today. For those on Twitch who are used to the usual layout when we're doing gaming, it's a bit different for the podcast, so you might not see emotes jumping on the screen and stuff like that. We try to keep the podcast a bit more commercialized for everybody who's not familiar, because we're also streaming on Facebook and YouTube. But if you're on Facebook and YouTube, I highly recommend you guys join us on Twitch. We do a lot of fun stuff there. And this week, I just released the schedule as well for what we're doing this week. And we're going to be doing gaming. We're playing Ghosts of Tsushima on Thursday and Saturday. On Friday, I'll be doing a music stream. So I'll be playing music with you guys. And really, these kind of streams can only happen on Twitch. The interactivity is there and the quality is the best there. I'm going to be on Twitch also on Friday doing a music stream, which is a lot of fun. I'll be releasing a video on my socials very soon that'll show you a preview of what it's like, how crazy and fun it gets when we do those music streams. And then on Sunday, we're going to be playing a game called Marbles on Stream, where we give away $200. Two winners. Each one takes $100 cash. And it's just basically, the money isn't that incredible. Unless you're in Lebanon and you get it in US dollars, then that's like 3.6 trillion Lebanese pounds right now. You can buy Lebanon for $100 USD. So unless you're there, it's not about the money. It's about having a really great time. We all play together. Stacy NYC, thanks for the follow on Twitch. We all play together this game called Marbles on Stream, and it's just so much fun. And it's a good. We got to get away from everything. And that's what I want to talk about today. So let's start with the podcast. Of course, for those of you joining us for the first time on the podcast, DJ Samix, thanks for the follow from the airport in Lebanon. That's a first. Let's talk about, for those of you joining us for the first time, I do a bit of a monologue before I bring our guest in, which will happen at the half hour. So in about 20 minutes from now, I'll be bringing him in via Skype video call from Malaysia. Truly Asia. Do you guys remember that commercial? The Malaysia Airlines. Malaysia. Truly Asia. That shit was dope. So he's going to be here, which is fantastic. That's what I wanted to talk about today. The world has been transformed by coronavirus. I'm not going to talk about that. We've talked about coronavirus. Everybody talks about coronavirus. We've heard that. But do you guys see what's happening around us as a result? The changes to the human race that are happening, and it's happening in entertainment. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of changes that are happening outside of entertainment. But let's talk about what's happening in entertainment. And I wanted to talk today about the role of entertainment in the spirit of the human race. Now, for those of you who know me, you know I've done stand-up for years, and one of my most popular clips online right now is called Fighting ISIS with Jokes. I'm Lebanese. And one thing that being Lebanese taught me, and growing up in Lebanon from 1992 till 2014, I was only in Lebanon, is I learned that the worse it gets, the more jokes you make. It's relentless. It's unbelievable. A lot of people believe it's not appropriate to make jokes. Lebanese people are like, oh, you're going to mess with me? I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to demoralize you spiritually with jokes. Jokes, they're amazing. Funniest shit you'll ever hear. And the worse the times get, the more the jokes come. It's ridiculous. It's like when times are great, nobody's joking. They're like, times are great. We don't need that. But when times get tough, they make a ton of jokes. Right now in Lebanon, times are super tough. But the Lebanese people are still making fucking jokes. And it's just like, Jesus, guys. They don't stop. And entertainment is that. The other day, I posted a clip on my channel, on my socials. If you haven't seen it, you can see it on Instagram. It's a clip of me playing Ghost of Tsushima. And it's a funny clip. It's stupid. It's just me it's me playing a video game making jokes. And if you haven't been on my Twitch streams and you don't know what it's about, and I highly advise that you check it out. It's not like nobody's there to watch me play the game. We're there to interact, and the game is our stage. I make voices. I do characters. For me, it's a show. It's a free show. I can't do stand-up. I'm not going to do stand-up now. I'm not going to go and say, hey, guys, buy tickets to come see my show, because I'm afraid I can't put my fans' lives in danger. I think it's incredibly selfish for somebody to be like, hey, yeah, so I've decided I'm going to do a show, and you might get the coronavirus, but, I just really want to do stand-up. So no, fuck that. You guys are the most important thing to me and for me. So I want to perform. I want to be able to do that, and Twitch is that platform. So we get together, we do this stuff, we laugh, we have a good time. Somebody went and posted on the video in the comments section. I'm not hating on this person at all. Although I did immediately block him because I don't need that energy in my life. This guy went from wanting to help his country to starting a Twitch channel, which I thought was, the dumbest comment I've ever heard in my life. To imagine that helping your country and doing a career have to be mutually exclusive. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the only way you can help your country is if you make sure that you don't do anything else, and then you specifically focus on helping your country. And you, a comedian, need to stop doing everything you're doing to help your country because it's your job to do that. How sad is it that we live in a world where people expect more from comedians? I'm a fucking clown. People expect more from me than they do from their elected government officials. That's what we live in right now. That's cool. That's fine. But if you don't think that doing Twitch or this podcast doesn't reinforce our spirit, dude, when you're down, you need to be lifted up. And entertainment does that. You make jokes, you have a good time, you forget, you escape for a moment from the harshness of reality. So in the world that we live in today, entertainment is vital. Entertainment is the human spirit. Entertainment, having a good time, finding friends, connecting with other people through community. That's why we have our Discord. Do I have that? Yeah, I got it right there. That's my Discord server. Dude, we're almost 500 people on Discord now. When we started, we had nobody. Almost 500 people. You got rooms for people who are interested in music, people interested in photography, people interested in different things, all chatting, listening to music and vibing with one another in one of the music rooms, or sharing media and memes in one of the memes rooms and having a good time. People from Norway, Scandinavia, London, the United States, cities all over, Lebanon, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, all over the world in one place, connecting. Now, if that isn't what you need to do in this world, I don't know what is. You must. This is the time for us to realize that the virtual space we exist in is the perfect platform for us to reach out and high five one another. Because, dude, nobody gives a shit about us. Nobody cares. No governments care about it. Look, I'm in America right now. This place we're getting closer and closer by the day to a fascist regime in this country. It's ridiculous. And people look at me and they're like, Nemr, what are you talking about? I've been saying this. Right now, they're saying it. I've been saying that we are getting closer to a fascist regime in this country for a while now. People made fun of me, but now they're not making fun of me so much anymore. I come from Beirut. I know the slippery slope of what happens when you start to increase slightly the law and order mechanism. I've seen it before. And right now, I can tell you guaranteed that the police and the army and the government in Lebanon are less tyrannical than the police and the army and government in America. Who would have thought? The day has come. So right now, you got to understand, nobody gives a shit about you. Nobody cares about you. So all we have is each other, man. Look at me. Come here. Can you see me? Come here. Do you see me? There you go. This is it. It's us. All we have is one another. So we got to connect. We got to use social media to do things that they don't want you to do. Have a positive experience. Everybody on social media, they want you to get angry. The articles come out with clickbaity titles, right? I have my WhatsApp number as well. So if anybody ever wants to talk or connect with me directly, that's my WhatsApp number. Add me on WhatsApp. Hit me up. I do my best to get back to everybody. And it's beautiful. I use social media for that. A lot of people used to tell me, Nemr, you should do this and that to grow on social media. I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to post clickbaity shit. I don't want to post memes. I don't want to. I don't want to have to use negativity to grow. Right now, the coronavirus, you can grow now with positivity, and I love it because that's what we should be spreading. That's the true virus we should put out there. Positive stuff, entertainment, uplifting things. It's so important that we do that right now. And I'm trying, and I hope you guys do too. And we need to connect as a community. So those are 2 links for you guys if you want to use them. Discord, if you want to connect with the community. WhatsApp, if you want to connect with me. It helps, man. And today our guest is DJ Lethal Skillz. Lethal Skillz, for those of you who don't know, is a legend in the underground hip-hop scene in the Middle East. Hip-hop, real hip-hop is always going to be underground. Hip-hop as a genre of music is an expression of the fucking streets. Because when back in the day, what's beautiful about hip-hop is the same thing that's beautiful about metal for me. I love heavy metal. I love hip-hop. I love all great music. And what I love about hip-hop isn't the beats. I love that. It isn't the style, the flow. I love that. But what makes it unique, what makes hip-hop unique, is that you don't need money to get into it. It started out on the streets. People just beatboxing, doing their shit on the street, and somebody laying a rhyme out there, speaking their truth, right? You just need a beat. You can get a sampler and just put a beat together. You can sample other music. If you don't know how to play music, you can take music that's been played, flip it, loop it, reverse it, fuck it up, put a beat over it, and now you got a tune. You got a vibe, and then you can rap over it. And you don't need to sing to rap. You don't need to have a great voice to rap, but you need to speak truth to be listened to. So rap started out as the urban sound, and hip hop is so ideal for that. Same thing in metal. Metal, when it comes to singing, you got to have a good voice to sing, man. You got to come out and sing like Celine Dion. Holy shit. If you don't have a Celine Dion voice, you cannot sing Celine Dion songs. If you don't have an Ariana Grande voice, you cannot sing Ariana Grande songs. But then here comes metal, where 95% of the vocalists can't sing. I'm talking about like death metal and shit. They're like, they can still get their message across. You can still get your message across. You don't need to know how to sing. To say it doesn't need talent to do those voices is actually incorrect. I used to be in a metal band when I was growing up. In my teens, we were called Rampant Disorder, and it was amazing. I found the lyrics the other day that I used to write, and it was the cringiest shit I've ever read in my life. But goddamn it, we were awesome, right? And I used to be like, like that kind of vocals. That was me, because I couldn't sing, dude. But I was still able to express myself. And rap it's an outlet to express yourself, because entertainment is about that. Who remembers Tupac Shakur? Tupac Shakur came out with Thug Life. And people to this day don't understand what it means when you say thug life. Thug life, people think you're glorifying being a thug. You're not glorifying being a thug. If you go up to a thug right now, a gangster, and you say, hey, do you want, and obviously without their homies around, you say, do you want to be in the thug life, or would you prefer to be in the rich life? They tell you, no, I do the rich life any day of the week. Thug life is a necessity because you are part of a systematic racist system that has been designed to gerrymander you into places in society that force to keep you down. And the only way to get out is either to stay poor or do what you have to do to get out. Tupac said it. He said, if I'm in a hotel room and I know there's a lot of food in a specific room and I'm hungry, I'm going to knock on the door. And I'm going to say, let me in, I'm hungry. And if they don't let me in the first day, the next day, I'm going to knock again. I'll be like, can you let me in, please? I'm hungry. And the third day, I'm going to start knocking a bit louder. I'm getting really hungry here. The fifth day, the seventh day, the eighth day, I'm going to be starving. Give me a couple of weeks. I'm kicking that door down. That's thug life. And when you start to express it artistically in entertainment, people start to connect over that. And they understand that their urges, their needs are part of that system. The reason that they're moving into a life of crime or doing that kind of thing is because that's the only option that they have been given or that they see. And when we as a society take a look at people like that and look down on them instead of looking at people who are stuck in that system and saying, how the fuck do we break this system? Then we as a society lose. I think the one thing we can agree on right now is that the human race, we suck, man. We are doing a pretty shitty job. We have no empathy. We don't care about each other. We only care about ourselves. Do you not understand that if you only care about yourself, then we lose? Look at Lebanon right now, my country where I come from. For so many years, people only cared about their tribe, their religion, that now we all are fucked. Doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, or Jew, if you're Shiite, Sunni, Maronite, Christian, Roman, Catholic, everybody's fucked. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, you're fucked. You can't get your money out of the bank. You were rich 2 months ago. Now your money is stuck in the bank. They stole it. You don't even know it, but it's gone. They took it. Nothing you can do about it. Doesn't mean what your religion is. And now Lebanese people are coming to realize that the only way forward is to fight as a collective, as Lebanese people. Because when you think short term, you elect short term, they represent short term, and then in the long term, your kids fucking suffer. So why entertainment? Because entertainers remind us of what's important. Tupac Shakur reminded us of what was important. Zach De La Rocha on Rage Against the Machine reminded us of what is important. People like myself try to do that as well. That's my hope, right? DJ Lethal Skillz, who we're going to have in a bit, reminded us of what was important in the mid-90s, early 90s. Doing hip-hop, first Arabic rap song released with a video clip. We're going to talk about all of that. That's what's important about entertainment. To have a good time is to fight back. I read once that Japanese samurai, before they were killed, if they lost in battle, and if somebody wanted to, chop off their head, they would laugh right before they die. Because they wanted to leave an image in the person who just killed them mind, to haunt their dreams with the fact that even at their death, you were unable to break that warrior's spirit. Laughter is the most powerful sign that a human being can give that you haven't gotten to them. If somebody tries to bring you down like heavily and you're still laughing, they fucking lost. That's how powerful laughter is. It's the most powerful thing the human spirit can do, is to laugh. Somebody takes away all your money. They take you out of your house. They kick you in the street and they look at you and they go, ha! And then you look at them and you're like, ha ha ha! Man, that was pretty shit. Fuck, man. I didn't see that coming, dude. Good game. That's gonna fuck with their mind. Just laugh it off. So when life tries to bring you down, I think you really gotta laugh. You really do. And to look to places where you can have a good time, where you can laugh, is not irresponsible. But to only laugh and have a good time is very irresponsible. But if you laugh and you have a good time, that helps you take a break, right? Sometimes you have to go away to be able to come back. You take a break and then you come back and you work some more. And then you take a break and then you come back and you work some more. And eventually you overcome this part, right? When you're sick, you get medicine. When your spirit is sick, you laugh. It's that simple. So for anybody out there that's watching these streams and watching everything and saying to themselves, Nemr, I don't know, because I've had people who've messaged me and said, this kid messaged me the other day and said, I really want to do a channel, but I don't have anybody who knows me yet. So I'm not famous. So I'm afraid that if I do it, they say, how could I be making jokes during these times? He said, you can do it because people already know you. They expect that from you. And I replied to him. I was like, dude, no, that's not why people are tuning into me. It's just because I'm funny. If they knew who I was and I wasn't funny, they wouldn't be tuning in. So you be funny. And if anybody hates on you for being funny, then just fucking block and delete them. It's a wonderful button. It's the most beautiful thing. One of the mods that we have on our Discord and on our Twitch is called Cherokee Bill. And this guy, we call him the Banhammer Master. He lives to ban people. It is so satisfying. I invite everybody to start doing what they love, specifically to attract the haters so that you can ban them. It's so much fun. And nothing pisses anybody off more than you not replying to them. Somebody just spits hate in your face and they're like, fuck you, I'm fucking, and then you ban them. They get so angry. It's so much fun. You gotta have a good time with this stuff, man. You really, really do. Have as much fun as you can because life is short If this has taught us anything right now, nothing matters anymore. Nothing's sacred. So what the fuck are you getting worked up about? Take care of yourself, have a good time, and do you. You do you, boo. What did you always want to do? Just fucking do it, man. And don't give a shit. You like anime and you want to film a video clip? Do it. Who cares if people make fun of you? Who cares? Find the people that you will have a good time. Now, once again, I always make this disclaimer. If you're like a rapist or a serial killer, don't you do you, boo. You do therapy. Get yourself institutionalized. But I'm saying if you got positive things you want to do that some people think are cringe, you do you, boo. Okay? Some things that people think are cringe, I don't know. I don't think anything is cringe. I'll tell you what's cringe. Dude, I saw this the other day on Reddit. There was a TikTok video. There is this trend where guys will like, they dress up and then they look in a camera and then they do things like if a girl that they were dating was assaulted by a guy, how they would handle it. And it's usually a voiceover from a song. And this one I saw the other day was some new metal song, which is just the worst music ever, in my opinion. And the guy is like, one day she's going to be fed up with you. But he's like, one day she's going to be fed up with you. And this guy just mimes it. Like he acts it. He's like, and then he moves his hair back and he's like, and then he puts his, that is the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like to think that you're going to put that shit out there and then a woman's going to watch that and be like, oh my God, this is what I've been looking for all my life. It's not going to happen. You're making a fool out of yourself. But here's the thing. Who gives a shit what I think? You do you, boo. You're not hurting anybody. Do it. Put it out there. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the woman you've been looking for your whole life is out there and she's like, yo, I'm Giselle Bundchen, and I didn't know that this was the kind of dude I've been looking for in my life. How do I get to the man behind the TikTok? Fine, try it. At the end of the day, I've done some of the cringiest shit ever. Oh my God. Some of the ways I've hit on girls when I was first trying to figure out how to do it, just the worst stuff ever. When I was, my band, Rampant Disorder, when I was growing up, the lyrics are so cringy. So cringy. But dude, how are we going to get good at life? That's a gaming reference. If we don't try different strategies. So you do you. Just don't do anything that affects people. Never push your religion on anybody else, ever. Don't do that shit. That's uncool. Faith is a personal relationship for you and you alone if you have it. And if you don't, same. Don't push it on other people. Just chill, right? Don't hurt people physically in any way, shape, form, or manner. And don't sit there and try to teach people how to live their lives after yours isn't even complete. That shit's reserved for old people. And then when you talk to them, you end up finding out that the old people are like, you should live a good life. Always remember that life is short, but your ambition is tall. It can reach beyond the highest mountain top and beyond the furthest peak. All that limits you from a life of grandioseness is ambition. So young whippersnapper, you go out there and you get that. You do what makes you happy. Because if I've learned one thing in this life, the only thing worth fighting for is love. Also, I hate black people. And it discounts everything they just said. So you got to be very careful with that shit as well. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's some wisdom to get from those people, but at the same time, there's a very good chance that that wisdom comes from bigotry. So you know what? We all have to figure it out. Because once you become wise enough to know how to live this life, then you're kind of... It's too late. You got some weird beliefs. Dude, I don't know what the fuck. I know when I'm 80 years old, I'm going to have some weird belief. Like, computers should only be binary. Will be me. And then at the time, it's like, but computers are gender fluid. Nobody knows what the fuck's going to happen. I am convinced that many, many years from now, I will be able to transition my consciousness into a cyborg body and then exist as an immortal amongst a digital world. It's a mixture of my personal intuition and Ender's Game. That's who I am. That's what I believe. My girlfriend, God bless her, I tell her this, and her eyes roll so hard that I actually fear for her ability to design things in her line of work. That is how, but I'm convinced that's what's going to happen. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with our lives? The point is, dude, you got to figure it out, and it's tough. There is no one person that knows the answers. Life kind of, this is one thing my dad taught me. I used to ask my dad, why do you watch the news in Lebanon on 5 different channels? Like, why do you switch between channels when you're watching the news? And he said, because I need to understand what's going on. And that, I think, is great advice. Everybody's got an agenda. So if you jump between all of their different agendas, hidden in there, you'll find the common thread of truth. So really, you want to get a good life, man, you got to listen. You got to be open to experiences. You got to talk to people. You got to get perspectives. You hate gay people? Go hang out with a gay person and find out more about their life. You need that perspective, right? Worst case scenario, you still hate gay people. Best case scenario, your house starts to look a lot better because you know how to color coordinate. So give it a shot, right? You hate, I don't know, Jewish people? Go hang out with some Jewish people. Worst case scenario, you still hate Jewish people. Best case scenario, you learn how to manage your finances better. And your children grow up to be doctors and engineers. There is a positive in every single situation. Just open yourself up to the experiences. That's all I'm saying. And in entertainment, it's the same thing. You like my stand-up? Go out and find other stand-up. My stand-up is yes. Is it the best? Of course. Is there anybody in the game that's done it better than me? Absolutely not. Am I the greatest that ever lived or ever will be? 100%. Is this the peak of comedy? Of course. Am I full of shit? Yes. So, but does that mean that there isn't other stand-up out there? Of course not. If you like my type of stand-up, go and discover the greats, man. If you like stand-up comedy, there's a world out there for you to see of perspectives. Go see Richard Pryor. Go watch Bill Hicks, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle. Dive into them, man. Go back to Lenny Bruce. Watch the movie Lenny with Dustin Hoffman in black and white and see the tragedy of Lenny Bruce. Watch this series on Showtime that Jim Carrey produced called I'm Dying Out Here. Then read the book and realize that stand-up comes from a very dark place. Dive into these worlds, man. It's so much fun out there to see that stuff. If you find something that interests you, go deep. Go down there. Did he just politely reinforce stereotypes against Jews? Yes, 100%. Because Jews and Arabs are the same, except Jews can manage finances really well, man. They really do. They're smart. They're very good with that shit. And we could learn a lot from them. I have a few Jewish friends. I learn a lot from them about managing finances, man. They're good at that shit. And there's no reason why I can't be good too. I'm a finance student. So yeah. Now, is the stereotype that Jews are in control of the international banking system and they pull the strings and they deserve the Holocaust? That's not a stereotype I believe in. But to say that Jewish people, because their parents culturally keep hammering into them from a young age that you got to save and you got to be, they do. Just like Lebanese people, their parents keep hammering into them from a very young age. Well, let's see what God does. And they keep telling you you're going to be a failure and you're going to be a terrible person. And you end up being a really robust survivor. Meet any Lebanese person all over the world and they fucking thrive. You throw a Lebanese person into any setting and they put a business together. They come in, they barely speak the language. I've met people out here who barely speak English. I did a show in Boston. This guy comes up to me, he's like, I want to, your show. Come here. Listen to me. When I was yes. I was like, what? And I told him, I thought he was, he didn't know how to speak English. So I was like, Habibi, inshallah mbasat bishow, I'm talking to him in Arabic to get him to speak Arabic. I thought maybe he thinks I don't speak Arabic. He's like, no, I want to, use the best. And I was like, I'm like, you know what this guy is doing? This guy is one of those Lebanese people that thinks if you travel to a country for 2 weeks, then you pick up the language. I'm like, this guy must be learning the language here. He's refusing to speak Arabic, he's refusing to speak anything but English, to learn English. So I told him, hey, how are you enjoying America? Are you having a good time here? This was in Boston. And he goes, no, I live here 33 years. I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. Are you all right? Do you need supplies? Are you okay? And I start talking to this guy who barely speaks English. And this guy owns I'm not going to say what business, but a massive business chain. He's like, I have over 6,000 employees. 6,000. And I was like, of course you do, because you probably never were able to fire anybody because you were just like, you come me, fire you. And a bunch of American people are like, dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but this Arab dude is shouting fire. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. And this guy is thriving. Meeting that guy made me really understand why some racist Americans hate immigrants. Because if you can immigrate to this country with nothing on you, barely speak the language, and continue to do that, and then become one of the most successful businessmen, yeah, I'd be pretty jealous. Except the difference is with me, I would work on myself, and if you're a part of the KKK and you're racist, you'd start taking that hatred out on Jews and shit. So that's the difference right there. So just dive in, man, and meet people over there, you know? And I love that guy, by the way. He's one of my favorite people. I've met some of the coolest people traveling the road. That guy is one of my favorites because he still refuses to speak Arabic to me. He just says, like, I have a character called Eli Kamal. It's based on him because he'll just be like, and I'll say the word in Arabic, and then he'll be like, yeah. So once he was telling me, this person, I feel very, and I told him Zalen, you know, like sad. And he goes, yes, sad. I didn't say sad. I said Zalen. I was like, Zalen Ali. Yes, sad. It's like when I throw the Arabic word, he gets the English translate. He's one of the coolest people I've ever met. Anyways, my whole monologue was basically drive point the home that you guys need to have a good time, and don't be ashamed about having a good time or seeking it. You grow spiritually when you do and express yourself in the medium. And without further ado, that's, I think, the best way to bring in our guest today. Let me pick him up right here on Skype. DJ Lethal Skillz, an OG, a man who literally was behind the movement of hip hop in the Middle East, starting from Beirut. And oh my goodness, do we have a story to tell you guys today. Joining us from Malaysia, and I'm going to be playing a song for you guys later on that he put out there. It's DJ Lethal Skillz. Let me call him up.
Yo,
DJ Lethal Skillz, how's it going, dude?
Oh, it's great, brother. How you doing?
Bro, two things. First thing, two things. The volume. I remember yesterday when we did a test and it was like kind of distorted, the sound. You clicked something. We got that going on right now. Do you think? Because we can't really make out what you're saying at the moment. By the way, this is all live, as you can tell. So for anybody who's like, what's going on, Nemr? This is what we do right now in coronavirus times. We do our best. And now you're totally frozen. Oh, there you go.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so now we can hear you.
Even though everything's closed.
Everything's closed, but the internet is lagging a bit. Let me call you right back. It could be just a connection issue. I'm going to call you right back, all right? For everybody wondering, Skype is owned by Microsoft, and everything Microsoft touches, unless they want to sponsor the show, I love Microsoft. You know, Microsoft's my favorite company. My mom's name is Microsoft. Okay, let's call him back.
I hope this is better.
It is a bit better.
I hope this is better.
Although I do want to say it is like we teleported back to the 90s in Lebanon right now. Like you're all pixelated. It's fantastic. Wow. This is as hip hop as it gets right now.
It's so raw. We keep it underground, baby.
Dude, I'm going to be honest. It's bad. I mean, right now, I don't know if there's anything you can do for the internet. Go ahead and try something. I know you're a techie.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna switch to another Wi-Fi, and even though there's nobody, everybody's sleeping. It's 2:30 in the morning in here, but
somebody in your house is downloading torrents, dude. You got to be.
maybe my cats. Maybe my cats are downloading something.
Maybe.
Okay, let me give it a shot on another Wi-Fi.
All right, do your thing. All right, we're gonna call him back in a second. He's joining us from Malaysia, guys. So it's not. We have Zaka, who's been in Malaysia as well. Connection in Lebanon is better, right? Yes, we've had people come in from Lebanon. So for those of you who think Lebanon is too bad, it's not that bad. You see how it is. Let me type to him to let him know. To let me know when. Let me know when I should call you back. Let me know. Oops. There we go. Let me know when I should call back. Here, if you guys want to see the video that I wanted to show you guys, let me switch back to this, share screen. Look at this. This is how old school this guy is. The first Arabic hip hop song, it's called Sulfate Boxes Syd, which means I parked my car in the opposite direction of traffic. Some of you guys might know this song. Check it out. This is a classic. This is from 1998. Look at the font back in 1998 that people used to use. Look at that. That's DJ Lethal Skillz right there. Ah. This brings back so many memories. Big Hass, as legendary as it gets. Rest in peace, DJ Rap Bass, 100%, man. Rest in peace. This is Arabic rap, and this is to my knowledge, the first time I saw it in a video clip, at least when I was in Lebanon in 1998. Arabic rap, and in 1998, what they were rapping about, if you were to update this song, shoot a new video clip, but keep the lyrics as is, nothing fucking changed. Check this out.
بيروت مدينتكم العبارة المختارة بس بيروت ما بتحوي إلا سيارة وكم سيارة عشان سير الحمد لله الدنيا بألف خير زدت العجق على المصلبية أكيد تجيبوا لي السير وكله بيمرض شو كيفك إيه صرت أحسن لو أكبر دكتور بعمر الحالة ما رح تتحسن ما بنزل إلا بأسانسور ما بطلع إلا بدرج تفرمنا ما عينيك اللي بتبين إيه بلا حرج أنا لبناني
Isn't that crazy?
بس بلا عازي بنحط من فجر النجم بس تأمين
What's up, brother? Oh, no, you didn't need to close. He thought that it was, let me call him back. He's calling us right there. How? The lyrics are valid. 100% valid. Brother, we were listening. Oh, dude, you look great. It worked. Hold on, let me switch. We were listening to Boxes Syd.
Yo. Oh, sweet.
We got it.
Yo, we're so Lebanese, bro. We bring Lebanon with us everywhere, even to Skype. From Israel to LA, and we bring the Television Lebanon pixelated TV channel with us. It's very nice. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome DJ Lethal Skillz, the legend himself, now in high definition. But once again, a real one, keeping Lebanon and its connection. Dude, we were just listening to, so I played a bit of Boxes Syd for everybody. I'm going to start with you. We have a great conversation coming up. I'm going to talk to you about all of that. But we started, and everybody in the comments like, dude, the lyrics are still like as valid from 1998. What do you think about that?
To be honest, it's sad. We did this back in 1998, complaining about the situation and reflecting our surrounding of the corruption in the country. And fast forward to 2020, and it's still relevant. I shouldn't be happy, actually. I'm upset. I was hoping by now we have a change. I wish the song is not relevant anymore, but it's a sad truth. It is what it is, baby. You know.
I think it was 2011, 2012, or 2011 or 2012. I made a song with, I think you know Jay Wood, the guitarist in Dubai. And I went to his studio and he was playing a thing and I just improvised this song and it came out really funny. We called it Lebanese Internet, the song. And it was about how terrible the internet was. It's a joke. Jay Wood was in Lebanon. We filmed an amazing video clip for it. It was a joke. And at the time I had a TV show on LBC and I would put sketches in this show. And I went and I took this song and I just had it ready. And coincidentally that week, Lebanon went without internet for 3 days because, I shit you not, the government forgot to pay the internet bill. I didn't even know that was a thing, but our government forgot to pay the internet bill. God knows what kind of commission basis split corruption thing was going on. So we had no internet for 3 days. I coincidentally had this clip ready. So when the internet returned, I dropped it and people were like, Nemr is the most relevant musician. Like he was. And the sad thing is, if I re-release that song right now, literally nothing has changed, and it's shocking.
True, it's sad, bro. It is, and again, it's sad, and that shows you the power of music, and especially when it comes to like hip hop or rock or whatever, heavy metal, well, any kind of music with the conscious message, that reflects your surrounding and whatnot. So yeah, I'm happy that but. Speaking of that song, Sulfate Boxes Syd with the Ashik Mon group, when we did it, we weren't supported. Actually, when we did that track, if you want me to talk about the track.
I do. This is what I wanted to ask you. I want to know, so I played it right now. I just had a nostalgia trip. A lot of people in the chat had a nostalgia trip. What is the story behind this? And if you could rewind before this, because when this dropped, I remember I was in Lebanon at the time. Arabic hip hop, like Arabic rapping, wasn't something. Like, it wasn't there. And you're like, first of all, it's good, like it's legit. Like there's rhyming. It wasn't like Ana رحت على سيارة. It was it was actual, like there was a flow.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a bit like what predated that and how? Like, I'm fascinated. I want to know.
Yeah, like the thing is, we started doing hip hop in Lebanon early 90s. You know, in Lebanon we speak French, English. So
English, French, and Arabic.
To French rap.
Yeah.
You know, we exposed to French rap. We exposed to American and European hip hop music. Like, you know, so when we started doing hip hop in the 90s, 1990, 1991, 92, we started by imitating the West.
Okay.
Imitating. We're not talking about. You had rappers talking about East Coast and West Coast in Lebanon. Cribs and Bloods and gangsters. Like, it was so irrelevant. When we started, it was more like, yeah. That was the initial startup of hip hop in Lebanon. They just imitate international artists.
Okay.
You know?
So wait, Lebanese people were getting into West Coast, East Coast beef?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's like the World Cup. That's fantastic.
Yeah, like you have the Tupac side, you have the Tupac G, and you have the Biggie people. You have the East Coast and the West Coast, and they diss each other and they beat each other and they meet. Like, let's meet at Nemr. I'm gonna show you we are the real true ones. No, we are the real true ones.
What?
So it started like that. You know, in Lebanon we're surrounded with the negativity and weird stories. And we're ruled by aliens from a different galactica. I don't know.
Wow, what a perfect description. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and as you mentioned earlier, we love to make jokes and we love to have fun. Like, you see, in the worst situations in Lebanon, the clubs are banging, people are partying, and they do it even more. I mean, that's the way of survival.
Always.
The more you oppress the Lebanese, the more we just wild out even louder,
sir.
You know? So, as part of the craziness we were going around, I mean, music was a thing for us to escape the reality of what's happening around us and go to this fictional. So that was a mean for the youth around that time to get away from the bullshit around and have fun. So it started having fun, no originality, no context. But as we started doing it and getting better at it, and at the same time waking up and realizing, you know what, and learning, getting deeper into hip hop more about it, because hip hop is an empowering. It's about empowering your people.
Yeah.
It's giving voice to the voiceless. So once you start realizing the power of a hip hop, because the rap and what we see on TV is literally 1% of what hip hop culture is about. Hip hop is way beyond just music. It's literally about empowering communities. So then we started rapping about other issues, going more towards the region, geopolitical in the region, Middle East, Palestine, the war of Israel, the local issues in Lebanon between the Tawa'if and the Adyan, and all the stuff that we all struggle with and we suffer from, and this cancer that we have in the country that we were born in it. And we cannot do anything about it. It's just like you're born, you're labeled with a name, and you live with the curse of that name that comes with it for the rest of your life, and you can't do anything about it. So then we started talking about these things. And
I want to stop you for a second, just because there's a lot of viewers that might not understand the significance of what you just said. When he's saying, you know, you're born with a name, he means literally, like in Lebanon you would have, so my name is Nemr, which means tiger. It's religious neutral. It could be a Christian name, Muslim name. But if you're named like Jean, you're Christian. If you're Ali, you're Muslim in a specific sect. If you're Hussein, and there's civil war in Lebanon for many years, so having a name can be a curse, not just in Lebanon, but internationally. I'm sure when you would travel, if you may want to talk about that, but I mean, with your name.
Yeah, totally. I mean, like, you know, holding a Muslim name, even though when I was born in Lebanon, our first school I went to was École des Frères. I'm French educated. So I used to go to the church every Sunday. So I learned how to pray in a church. And then after 10 years, I learned how to pray in a mosque. So for me, I was blessed to grow up in a family that's very open-minded. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like...
which is so rare in the 80s and 90s.
And amazing. But the name that I hold was always against me. To get into some schools, to even when we used to travel during the war, when they hear my name, they run away from me. Oh, you're a terrorist. you're gonna explode in the school now. You're gonna do something. So yeah, my name hold terror in it, I think, or some shit, you know. And so music for me, even when I was born, it was the beginning of the Civil War of Lebanon. I was born in 1976 in March, and even when my mom wanted to deliver me, when my dad was driving under the bombs, there was like Israel bombing the country and whatnot. The hospitals were closed, so my dad literally has to force entering us to the hospital by threatening the hospital to open the gates. And when I was born, I wasn't born in a right condition for a baby to be born. I was born in shelter in a way. So from the beginning, opening my eyes in Lebanon.
I want to hear more about this. Your dad had to force the hospital to open the gates?
Yeah, because the gates were locked because there was bombs landing and war. So that hospital, it was not actually it was Ras al-Naba Hospital in Beirut al Mathaf. You know, next was we recorded the Sulfate Boxes Syd. Funny enough, it's like not.
That's
far
right.
away
You recorded the video
where I'm
clip for
standing
Boxes Syd right next to the hospital where you were born. That's fucking dope.
It wasn't meant to be. It just like happened. Like, you know, it was destined to happen. Maybe.
How did your dad force open the doors?
The way we do it in Lebanon, baby, you open the trunk of the car, take the AK, open the hospital.
That is such a gangster way to be born. Dude, you came into this life with hip hop. Your dad took an AK-47 to hospital doors to force them so that they could, and did they comply? Like what?
Yeah, they have no choice. I mean, it was very serious, and my dad was very serious, obviously. So we went in rushing to the shelter and whatnot, and yeah, I was given birth in these kind of conditions, ala shama, you know. So
wow.
Yeah, that's my entry to the world, and honestly, being born in such a situation and such way, and growing up seeing war around you during the times we were in Lebanon before we were leaving and coming, we were blessed to be able to exit and come back. Buka bimshi al-hal, let's go back, and then we go back, and then okay, let's go back again, but we have to go back. So this whole back and forth, growing up in this like. Even studying in school, one day in school is open, 2 weeks is closed. You study at night with the candles, and you know, like for Lebanese people, man,
no stability.
We're different. Yeah, but I mean, we're very strong creatures living on this earth, man. Because seriously, we went through some hardcore.
I always say because we learn how to walk on unstable ground. That's what makes Lebanese people so relentless. We've never been given stability, so we have to learn to always be like adjusting our steps, going from running to striding to walking to. It is what it is. So there's no change about that.
And growing up in such a situation, you might, as a kid growing up, you might think the whole world is like this. Like this is the norm. There's war everywhere, and then you end up leaving the country, going somewhere else, and then you see they never seen a gun or heard a bomb or. I'm like, dude, and then you have a culture shock. Like, how come you don't have war? Why nobody's dying? Why no one bombed your country? Why you guys are not fighting each other? Why you don't have problem with the name of your friend? Like, you know? So it's just freaking crazy, man. So with all this madness, this is what made us who we are. That's what made Nemr. That's what made Lethal Skillz.
Yes, sir.
That was what made a lot of greats in Lebanon. That's what made a lot of people who are still fighting for Lebanon. And like, you know, we all believe in Lebanon and we all pray and hope one day it's going to come back stronger and better. And
it will.
You know, definitely, man. With such people, we will.
Dude, there's so many incredible people in the country. I already tell people this. It is stronger and better. It's just financially, because we're now under a tyrannical rule of the worst human beings that could conjure up, not just Lebanese people, but just the worst human beings imaginable. It literally is a shit situation. We're waiting on them to die so that we can take the power because we don't do it by force. Previous generations did it with guns. They did it with force. They were like your dad. They'd go up to the fucking thing with an AK-47. They'd be like, give us the power. But your dad did it for a good reason. Your dad did it to bring birth to a child. Other generations would do it to bring death to the next generation. We refuse to do that, and we will still get it, and we will get it there. But going back to hip-hop, you basically translated all of the angst and all of the problems into a musical genre. And your name, we didn't say what your name. Are you comfortable with me like telling everybody?
Yeah, of course.
What your name?
Yeah, so my real name is Hussein Mao. That's my first name. So it's a combination. If you want to go on Lebanese, Shia Shuyu'a name Mecca.
So it's, just to clarify, it's a Hussein, which is a Shiite Muslim name, and then and I don't think people really Mao, as in Mao Zedong, like as a communist.
Yeah.
Your father really set you up for success. Let me tell you.
Chinese people love me, bro. When I come to Southeast Asia, I'm very famous. So, so I have the combination of two of the worst names that you can mention, apparently in so many places, in a way. So, but again, growing up in these situations and whatnot, music for me became my escape. So whenever there was war, there was moms, like my mom were in the shelter, in the Malja, or whatever, they play Fairuz. Our neighbors grabbed the oud, stopped playing oud, and like making us entertaining us to get away from the
in a shelter during bombing.
Yeah. So for me, I grew up in a sense where music was always my escape to like peace or just isolation, and then it grew up for me from there. And then as growing up, getting exposed to music and being in a family where music is always in our home, records, and every Sunday they get around, drink, and play music. It's wartime, and you know how we survive as Lebanese people, how we do it. So all these inspirations and influences led me to get into music at a very young age, and I
can like learn how to produce the proper way. Like you're scratching records. You started on vinyl, on turntablism.
I started as a breakdancer actually when I was a kid. It was around the time of 80s, the Breaking, the movie 1 and 2, the broom dance and all that stuff.
Wow. So
I started as a breakdancer. I used to live in Bliss in Hamra. So we used to always hang out after school in one of the alleys and just dance on the street, like in the back street kind of road, you know? So from breakdancing, I saw one day Herbie Hancock Rocket, if you know the song for Herbie Hancock.
Of course.
And then towards and the video, back then, late 80s, I think, Music Television MTV was broadcasting in Lebanon. And I remember I was watching the video for the first time. I used to know the song, but I've never seen the video. So when I saw the video, towards the end of the video, there's the closets that open and the B-boys come out dancing. And then you see Grandmaster Theodore going with the white leather jacket. He has a headphone with the antenna. I'm talking 80s, dear bro, all right? And he's putting his hands on these two records and it's going fresh. He's just moving his hands and creating these sounds. I'm like, yo, dude, he's making music with his arm, like with his hands.
Yeah.
This is so dope. And the B-boys are dancing and the whole vibe and the whole moment. I mean, I'm like, I want to do this. And then from that day onwards, I became a DJ in my head because I didn't have equipments. So I used to just walk all the time and go, the typical what they do. Yeah. Oh, you're a DJ, fiki. So I used to just walk around scratching in my head, you know. I had 2 virtual decks in my head and shit. And then I got my first turntable, and then I started practicing on one turntable, and there's a whole story on the process of how I learned, because back then we didn't have internet. Mm-hmm. Accessing knowledge was very impossible. Mm-hmm. If you don't have someone coming from abroad bringing you books or Betamax cassette or VHS tapes or some sort of medium that you can read the knowledge, it was difficult. Luckily, my dad used to have a video dubbing store in Hamra, which was one of the only ones. It's a very old school store. It's called Video Palladium. I don't know if anyone of the people.
That's for your dad?
Yeah, back then.
Jesus, I know about that. Yeah, I know about that. That's iconic.
Possibly your parents used to rent videos from
that's how I know about it. There's a very funny story I'll tell you off stream about your dad's store.
Oh, shit. I'll send it to him. Word. So what happened is my dad because we used to dub videos. We got one video and then we dub it into like several copies. So there was that one machine that can slow motion the movie. You press the thing and everything becomes slow-mo. So I used to have a DJ battle called DMC back in the 80s. It was called DMC. It's a world championship. Mm-hmm. So I used to have one cassette. I used to play it and slow-mo because the DJs go so quick, so you don't really understand what is what. I didn't even know this is Baby Scratch, this is Transformer, because you have different
techniques,
styles and techniques, and each one has a name and different speeds, and you reverse it, you slow it down, you chop piece of this, put it with a piece of that, and you have a new scratch, and then you can make your own. It's like crazy what you can do with like just scratching a record that your dads tell you, don't scratch the record, don't touch my vinyl, you know? And then I grew up, I made a career out of screwing the records and screwing every vinyl that I see everywhere I go, you know? So wow. You know, it's an art form. It's like music, because the beauty about turntables, it's not, a lot of people think turntable is you put a record in the first play. But actually, once you take it as an art form, this is a music machine. You can create sounds by taking pieces of that record and remanipulating them and slowing down the time and cutting with the mixer and like recreating the whole thing. So anyways, my learning process was slowing down the battles and imitating exactly what I'm seeing on slow-mo.
Wow.
And I had one turntable and no mixer back then, just my hand, and I'm imagining how the sound should be cutting. So my learning process was so back in the 90s and 80s, the old school DJs like Pierre Novel, Rap Bass, Sweet Little DJ, Allah Yarhamon, we had a lot of dope DJs in Lebanon that came in. And I always want to say big shout out, especially to Sweet Little DJ. He was my local hero when I was a kid because he was one of the craziest scratch DJs who used to scratch live on the radio. And he used to do some sick battles, and even with Roger with Mix FM, they used to bring Hubert and Mixmaster Mike and all these like dope DJs. Like these are the people who inspired me as Lethal Skillz to become who I am now, today. And I'm inspiring another generation. I'm continuing to from. So
you just shouted out legendary names right now. I don't know who in the comments is familiar with these names, but we're talking about titans.
The list is so big, man.
It
from
is.
Electronic DJs, from house
and
DJs,
by the way, we have
DJs,
Big House watching right now. He's shouting out rest in peace. Shout out to him right now.
On Twitch. Big shout out to my brother House, man.
Yeah, I know you guys are tight.
Check him out. I know you're gonna get him, but yeah.
Yeah, we are.
He's
for
a
sure.
brother and a dope guy. You should check him out on what he does.
Yeah.
So that's the learning phase. So so I started as a break dancer, moved to a DJ. I was the youngest DJ in Lebanon. There was a pirate radio called One UFO radio. It's like unknown flying objects.
So pirate radio. It wasn't a legal radio station.
During the radio, we didn't have legal radios. Everyone used to just climb on his rooftop, put an antenna, and now I have a radio station. And sometimes you put one frequency, and you have 3 radio stations fighting on the same
frequency. What was your frequency?
We were on 107.7. We were towards the end.
Oh, so shit.
Not a lot of people.
Yeah, cleaner.
Yeah. Funny enough, it was a rock station. It was a heavy metal station. So throughout the whole week, 24 hours, there's rock DJs. They only play rock music. But when I joined, I started doing a hip hop show. So I was the youngest radio DJ in Lebanon and the most hated DJ in the radio station because I brought rap to hip hop. And back then, rock and metal and hip hop weren't friends.
Yeah,
that was before Run DMC and like
Rage Against the Machine and all that.
Rage Against the Machine and like all that fusion of things that followed. So yeah, it was a big challenge for me to do it. But we used to do it, and the show was very successful. People used to call, I want to dedicate the song Funky called Medina to my girl Abir in Madrasa al-Sawa. I don't know, like it was. But these were the times, bro. I mean, that was the radio in its raw format,
Wow.
And guess who was my host? Guess who was my MC? My MC of the show was Zaid Hamdan, for those who knows him as Skillz.
Skillz? Zaid Hamdan was your host?
Yeah,
he
used to be the MC of the show. I used to be the show. And he used to also talk to people, His name wasn't Zaid Hamdan. He was called Zgeg. We used to call him Zgeg when he first came from Paris to Lebanon. He used to come and go.
Doesn't Zgeg, what does Zgeg mean?
Pepe.
It's a dick, right? Is that what it's?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a French slang for that. I think he's gonna hate me if he hears me saying that. He's way over that nickname.
Oh my god, I'm gonna troll him so hard with this. This is unbelievable.
I wasn't called Lethal Skillz. I was called Tarzan because I was short and the mixing deck was high. They had to put that chair for me so I can reach the mixing deck. I told you I was like very young back then. So the stool chair used to swing, and I have my headphones, and I'm just swinging like Tarzan. So I was the Tarzan.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. This is so cool. Okay.
Exclusive. This is exclusive.
This is exclusive shit right here on the Very Funny Podcast. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay.
So Tarzan was Gek doing a hip hop show in a rock station.
So his Tarzan and his giant dick were basically swinging around, just mixing music.
Here you go. Holy crap. So yeah, man. And I'm thankful to Zaid because when he used to come from Paris, he used to go to school there, and he used to be, I think, with NTM or IM, one of the very famous fresh groups.
Yeah.
And in that school, they used to sell cassettes when the kids come out of school. They used to stand outside and sell these cassettes.
For those who don't know,
them, and every time he comes to Lebanon, he gives them to me.
That's incredible. He used to be with NTM?
Yeah, NTM and IM and this Reciproc and like this whole.
For those who don't know what NTM stands for, it has two NTM.
It's Intikam, and it's Nik Tamer. So depends how you want to look at it. Yeah.
Nik Tamer, which is people might not know, the French hip hop scene was full of Arab rap. I mean, it was like Arab rappers, Algerian,
Moroccan, the Algerians, and the whole North Africa part.
Dude, one of my favorite French hip hop songs is for a group called 113, and it's called Tonton du Bled. I'm sure you know. Tonton du Bled, toute la semaine je mangeais la shorba was like one of my one of my favorite songs. So here you are doing hip hop in Lebanon, in Beirut, and in the Levantine area of the Middle East. So excluding Algeria and African nations, in the Levantine area, you put out an Arabic hip hop song, Boxes Syd. Nobody's ever done Arabic rap. What was the reaction like when that happened?
There was attempts to make Arabic, to be fair for everyone, but no one has done, because Boxes Syd, the group, Boxes Syd come from they used to be French rappers. They used to rap in French.
Okay.
Before rapping in Arabic, so they already have the foundation of the flows and the rhymes and how to write on rhyme and flow and speed, and so before that there was a lot of hip hop happening in Lebanon, but we didn't have internet to document it. It was mostly on video cameras, like the small ones, and I'm one of the few ones who has the most archive, but it's in my mom's attic, and it's on. I need to dub it, and
do it.
I just don't have time.
You have to
I
do
just
it.
do what I can. I have on my YouTube some of the old stuff, like from 961 Underground, which is after that came, and from Boxes Syd, but all the stuff before that we used to do, I need to really get that on, just for the record, man, because no one has them. No one has them.
You have to.
Because I was one of the few. I document my shit. So,
wow.
So for the Boxes Syd, what makes it special, it was a real Arabic rap.
Yeah.
Like not someone I'm Yamil Afi over beats and like because we have Mijana and Zashal, and it was before rap.
Yeah.
They rhyme and they go on flow, but that was the first official, literally Lebanese Arabic rap song that bang. And when we made it, we were mucked up, man. Even my hip hop groups that I worked with back then, Desert Dragons.
Shout out Desert Dragons.
So many. I'm not gonna go to American. Yeah, shout out to all my peeps, man. Like, we've done a lot of great stuff back then, but it was all we really do it underground, and we used to do it for the love of the art form and expression,
Word.
There was no Spotify and like influencer and followers and people tell you we just do the music for the love of expressing ourselves and doing music and coming together in one voice. So they used to make fun of me and them. We didn't have a lot of, when we started joining the Arabic hip hop movement, I was not looked at I'm doing something good, man. It's like شو هيدا عم تعمل راب عربي لبنان عم تقلد لي الامريكان اجانب, man. روح مان تعلم مهندس, do something, man. حمول جيتار, حمول دربكي,
حمول جيتار.
Like شو هيدا راب باللبناني, like you're rapping and it just doesn't work for them. Just the flowing in Arabic is just and it was really like an attempt back then, and
but you
actually
did
the song went really big afterwards.
It did.
Once it's all scattered and everyone is in a different place. Like Ibn Foulain is in Canada, Reyes Bek was in France at some point, and Morocco, and doing other stuff with visuals and live performances on stage. I'm a feature collaborator with Boxes Syd, actually. Like, they're my boys. We were like click. But I had so many other groups that I used to be part of and DJ for, Armenian Lebanese groups, groups scattered across Lebanon from the north to the south, different groups and different pockets of Lebanon, representing different
so basically different religions uniting. I mean, rap was the first kind of thing to put collaboration between different sects that were just a few years prior slaughtering one another, actually collaborating to create music.
But we started working, I was one of the few who works with the different individual groups, which led me later, after years, to form 961 Underground, which is bringing all these pockets, all these tawa'if. I want to bring one rapper from every side of the Lebanon, the top. And we want to form this super rap group called 961 Underground.
Amazing. Because
we're underground and represent 961, which is the country code of Lebanon. That was before 961 beer, for all you beer lovers and whatnot. They took the name from us, not that us took the name from them.
Oh, of course. 961 Underground. 961 Underground was the first example of mainstream underground, but still mainstream Lebanese people collaborating. Dude, 961 Underground broke so many fucking barriers. So many barriers. And art always is the first to lead the charge when it comes to taking a society forward. And 961 Underground was the thing. You just dropped names like Abu Fulan and Reyes Bek, and these are MCs and that are legendary names, but there are so many. And up until that point, like
there's Omar is like, some of the few. There's MC Mo, Malika, LGB, Siska, Zoog.
Abbas.
I'm gonna forget names, man.
Yeah,
and Abbas
and Chino. What I loved about the Lebanese hip hop scene is you have Chino, who's
Sean Damascus.
Sean Damascus. You had Chino, who's Filipino rapping in Arabic and fucking destroying, and then you had Ed Abbas, who's black, rapping in Arabic. He was awesome. And then you had Mars was in my favorite track for I think it was called Taht al-Anqad. Am I correct?
Okay, wow.
Where
but our music back then was heavy, bro. I'm glad, because you come maybe from a metal background, you used to like that.
I like the heavy shit. Taht al-Anqad
was
was a song that made me cry. It was the story of a Palestinian man underneath the debris of his own home after an Israeli destruction shelling. And it was him rapping from
Ramallah Underground.
Ramallah Underground
in Palestine.
100%, dude. I mean, hip hop was joining people all over.
I worked with them for 4 years over the internet, and then after 4 years we met in London. I never know them in person.
Shit.
And then we lived in the same shelter, squat house, and we performed together for Pharaoh Munch and Dead Prez and like Benjamin, what's Sahil, like so many. Dam was there, Silver Rings from the Wu-Tang, people from Palestine. We all came. It was for Palestine, awareness about what's happening and raising funds for that. So we were all very activist in our music. It wasn't about bling and cars and
of course not.
Money.
That's not what hip hop is about. You said it at the beginning. People see 1% of what hip hop is about.
Totally empowering, bro. Beautiful thing. It brings like-minded people together, and you can really spread the message and empower the powerless and give alternative tools to the youth to express their anger in a peaceful, artistic way. Than going one clash with some monkey on the TV said like breaking shit and like shoot the other neighbor, or I don't know, like this fucking
no, you're
backwards.
Right. It's
backwards.
When I started, bro, I'm so with you. When I was so inspired by the rap movement that you were leading, that when I started doing stand-up comedy, I was like, I want to add an extra element to the spoken word art form when it comes to expressing your rage and your anger. Activism in art is a beautiful thing. It only enriches art. It never brings it back down. I hate when I see people online going like, stick to comedy or stick to singing or stick to things. Like, shut the fuck up. The fact that I was able to do something else does not invalidate my voice. In fact, it makes it stronger. And hip hop is like the ultimate representation of that. It's fuck you. I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm going to put it over a dope fucking beat. And your girl is going to get down to that beat because it's so good on my truth. And I love that shit.
Totally, word up. So, and the thing is, we have a lot of talents in Lebanon, but we always lack someone to come and support and fund. Luckily, I used to work. I'm a computer engineer, so I used to work with big multinationals like IBM, whatnot, and I used to travel and come. So I always save. So I built the studio and platform, and I brought NPC and equipment and whatnot, and I used to bring my people, my family, like the hip hop crews, and let's work, let's produce. We travel, we go to Poland, we go to like whatever, we hold Lebanese flags on the stage, we rap in Arabic. Even the Polish people don't understand what we're talking about just from the energy. We're all like militant, wrapped up with Lebanese flags waving, heavy beats.
Fuck yeah, dude.
People rapping, man. I'm telling you, bro, like we've done dope stuff we really took Lebanese rap even beyond like just Lebanon. We really like became ambassadors and like a voice for Lebanon abroad. And we started getting booked to all these festivals and like artistic events happening. And so I used to be kind of like the, if you want to say, political movement in a way, because I used to save specifically for that part. And because we lacked anyone, no one in Lebanon used, even till now, you go to a radio station or whatever, tell them, yo, I have this rap song, can you play it? They tell you how much you have to pay the radio so you can place your track to be played, which is the opposite to what radio should do. Radio should have professional people who scout local talents of Lebanon and give it even more importance than Western music that comes.
Yeah.
Not even equal. Should push you people and mix them in your playlist with like some of the
100%.
Whatever you hear, whatever. We have no support in the mind. Maybe some few stations do support, but in general,
some do occasional, but there isn't like a legitimate way of support. Listen, I just wanted to let you know that you're starting to really once again break up the video and the audio. So what you're saying is coming through, but it's like it's dying a bit. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that, just because I don't want your words to be wasted.
Okay, what I can do about this? Call you again?
Yeah, let me call you right back.
Because maybe Okay, reset the connection. I think that's weird though.
Should I
Let's
wait
do
like
it.
a minute and call you back?
You can do that if you want,
Or just hit me up on Skype. Text me on Skype and tell me call me back, and I'll do it right then.
Cool.
I'll be waiting.
Right. It's for you.
Okay, we're gonna have him right back. I know I don't want you guys to, because he's saying some of the most important stuff, honestly, and he's really cool. Dude, there's so much right here. If anybody's a fan of hip hop and the Middle Eastern and Arab scene, there's so much being dropped right here that I didn't even know, and I'm very deep in that scene just as a fan. I was never a rapper. It was never good. You know, he was shouting out MC Mo, shouting out all of these incredible names, and Big Hass. I see him on YouTube going all and letting, you know, doubling up on who's there. There he goes. He's saying, let's do it. Doubling up on all the names that deserve recognition. So many incredible rappers. If you like rap, Arabic, Lebanese hip hop is dope, and Arabic hip hop has to. Oh, it's back. It's perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Usually Malaysia connections are dope.
I know. I know.
When two Lebanese people meet.
When two Lebanese people meet.
The Lebanese people.
When two Lebanese people we
The ghost chase us everywhere we go.
Unreal, dude. Unreal. Okay, listen. I want to ask you. There's so much I want to ask you. First of all, I just want to get this so I don't forget this. If anybody wants to keep up with you and what your latest stuff out is, your best tracks, all of that, is the Spotify link the best place to go? I still want to ask you about, and people might be surprised to hear me say this, but I've been following you for a while, and you have a relationship with cryptocurrencies, and I actually want to ask you about that. But before we jump into that, where should people go to get your stuff? One of the cryptocurrency outlets, or where's the best place?
Mainly I'm on two main platforms, Emanate.live. You can just Google my name, DJ Lethal Skillz, and actually everything will blow up. I'm everywhere.
Done.
YouTube, IG, but mainly Spotify. This is where you see, and Emanate. These are my two. Emanate is a cryptocurrency-based website. So as you are playing my music, I get paid instantly. In Spotify, as you play my music, I have to wait 6 months to a year to pull back my streaming revenue of few cents that I earn when you press play and hear it till the end. And you know, if you like it, you can share it. But yeah, you can just go to Spotify or Emanate.live, DJ Lethal Skillz with a Z. And yeah, you can hear all my latest work, because I never stopped doing music since back then. I've always been doing music. I've been blessed to travel and collaborate.
You've had such a huge career. You've collaborated with so many incredible artists. Are there any standout moments for you that, like, if you think back, you're like, man, that was it right there?
Because I have my DJ moments and I have my producer moments, but most of them I think come from the DJing side, because I've been blessed to open up for a lot of my heroes, like De La Soul, Timbaland. When we were in London, actually, the first time I met them, we had an argument. We were about to beat each other up, actually, and then later we became family, you know? Like, This was one of the moments. Yeah. I don't want to go into the details, but I mean, there's a lot of stand-up moments that happen, being in backstage with, like, big celebrities, and then you see them, how they act in their, you know, performance life when they're abroad and traveling and touring. Coming from the underground for years doing hip-hop, then suddenly becoming a resident DJ in Cristal in Lebanon for a few years, and having one of the biggest hip-hop nights. It was called Bling Showers.
Big time.
And then in Bubbles on the rooftop. I mean, we had some... And honestly, I've always been against the commercial and the spotlight and the mainstream. I always wanted to do my music and keep it, like, you know, I don't want to say underground, just keep it real and in context, but crossing from the underground while maintaining the underground and becoming a commercial artist, DJing in big clubs and traveling and touring and going to festivals and playing commercial music, fusing it, fueled all the underground stuff that we've done. And I kind of created that link, which they feed from each other.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I know sometimes we have morals and whatnot that we stand for. I don't want to go commercial. I want to keep it underground. I want to keep it real. But actually, sometimes, as you mentioned, it's good to experience it.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, just what's the worst that can happen? You go one time, you do something, you don't like it.
You don't like it. You don't do it again. End of story.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just, you know. So
yeah. No, you gotta grow. You gotta hustle. You gotta grow.
Follow your passion. Keep it real, and just do what you
love to do.
You know?
Well, then that's the perfect segue for me to ask you here. Doing something and going into the world. This is a world I obviously. So I own a bit of Bitcoin. That's just something I bought and just stored away. But you know what?
Spend it on pizza.
No,
I'll spend it on pizza.
That's what. So I asked you that once. I was like, because you're posting about cryptocurrency, and I'm like, did you get cryptocurrency when it was like really cheap? And are you like a quasi-millionaire now? And you're like, don't spend it on pizza. That was what you kept telling me. Don't. Yeah. Is that what you did? You wasted it on.
No, no, actually, this is a classic story. Some dude during when Bitcoin was like a dollar or a few cents or whatever, there was like this pizza spot in the States that you can pay in Bitcoin.
Okay.
So the dude paid like for one pizza, I don't know, I'm not sure of the number, but like 50 Bitcoins or something, which is ridiculous, like $50,000 for pizza or something. Like at some point, Bitcoin was $20,000. So 50 times 20, you can imagine how much that. So there's this story in the cryptocurrency world, especially the maximalist Bitcoin. Actually, they celebrate the day, pizza day for Bitcoin. It has a relation. So, yeah.
That's crazy. But all jokes aside, it seems that there's a space opening up online for artists to make money going onto websites that are linked to cryptocurrencies. Do you mind explaining, just for somebody who might be watching and has, wants to get out there, make a bit of money to be able to support their career, how can they infuse in that? Because I know you don't advocate for people to be like, yeah, get Bitcoin and throw away. That's not what you're about at all. It's basically about, I want you to get paid if you're an artist. How would they do that exactly?
Like, you can look at it in different ways. This is one thing. You can create a side income stream that can feed you. Or it can be in your entry to cryptocurrency world, to just hold your first tokens without putting your money and experimenting how to exchange it and how to trade it and how to hold the Bitcoin if you believe it's just something for the future. But I was introduced to the whole cryptocurrency blockchain world back in 2017. There was, I used to always post my beats on my Instagram, small, and I sync it with the video of martial art. I'm heavily into like martial art and the whole anime world and whatnot.
Fuck yeah.
So I get inspired even making my beats from that stuff. So I always used to make these videos of like fight scenes over my beats and I'm cutting and whatnot. And I put a lot of time and work with it. And what do I get in return? Just a couple, some likes. Cool, bro. This is dope. And it ends there. One of my friends, good friend of mine, his name is Vandal. He's also a Canadian rapper, one of the OGs from, the 90s he kept telling me about this thing called Steemit back in 2017. He's like, bro, whatever you put on IG, just put it on Steemit. I'm like, what is Steemit? He kept telling me about Steemit, and I went to check it. When I first went to it, it looks like this old blog website. It reminds me of my first job in Siberia back in 1995. I was the first technical support in the company. Actually, second.
Oh, wait, you mean Siberia, the Lebanese Internet company? I thought Siberia. I thought Siberia and Russia.
No. Okay. I'm a computer engineer. No, Siberia. But yeah. So it reminded me of the websites back in 1995.
Oh wow! Yeah. Okay. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. Platform.
So there was a beat battle. He had a song called Rap Crypto or something, and the battle was to remix the track. So I went to remix the track, put it on. You need to go blog. It's like really not even close to Facebook. It's really like not even MySpace. It's like really basic. And funny enough, bro, I made like $30, $30 or something, like just by blogging. And then I got upvotes, and then a lot of people started adding me. I literally had it on Instagram, and I had it on Steemit. Steemit got me $30 from one post that I just posted, and a lot of new people following me and connected. And I had people feedbacking on my music. At 1 minute 30, when you drop the beat and that synth came in, and they know I'm like, shit, there's people who really listen to that level. They really like dissect your music to that level. Like, I kind of vibe with the community, and I really found a new niche community and a place that I can relate to and I want to be part of. So I started investing more time in it and growing. And at some point, I stopped DJing while I was in Malaysia because I started earning so much money out of blogging. I built a community and followers. It's like, so mainly you get a like, which is an upvote, and depending how much asset of that token you carry in your account, on your profile, you have more influence to tip. So you get tipped in cryptocurrency, then you can cash out your crypto after 7 days. Either you exchange it to dollars or lolar, or now we say lolar, or whatever you want. Or you can exchange it to another crypto like Bitcoin or whatever, exchange it, hold it, trade it. So through Steemit and getting into the beat battles, I started slowly learning about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. And I came at a perfect time where new technologies were adding up. There was like something called D-Sound back then. It's like SoundCloud, but it's decentralized sound. So you upload a song on D-Sound, it will automatically create a post for you on Steemit, and people upvote you. So I get upvotes from Steemit, there is D-Live, which is like YouTube, where you can upload your podcast.
D-Live, I know.
Can upvote.
Yeah, D-Live, I know.
There's BitTube. There's so many attempts and things that are weird, but there's very solid ones. So you don't need to be a musician to make money out of cryptocurrency or earn crypto. You just need to be a content creator. You can be a photographer. You can be someone who shares yoga tips, cooking tips, photography, anything you're passionate about. As you're putting it on Facebook and Instagram, you can exactly take that more. But the more you put to your post, the more you share your personal approach to how you shot the picture, or how you made the beat, or how you created that thing that you do, or sharing a story, you know, the more it will attract more people to follow you.
It's like having a Patreon, but with cryptocurrency, kind of.
100%. 100%. This is exactly how it is. And it's for everybody who creates content, you know? So I would heavily recommend Hive for content creators, hive.io, Hive. I don't work for them. I'm not paid to. I'm not chilling the fucking thing.
Oh yeah, by the way, he doesn't work for any of these companies, just in case we need to do a disclaimer of that. And I'm going to take the links that you're mentioning afterwards. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube or anywhere else, I'll throw the links in the description if anybody's interested in checking them out. I mean, anytime somebody says, yo, here's a tip for you to get paid doing what you love, that's something that you should be spread. Hands down.
Yeah, I honestly, with the current situation with the corona, and now a lot of musicians, we can't travel, we can't perform live, we need to look at means to create other means to survive. And I think cryptocurrency and blockchain tech is the perfect timing now to jump on it. It's never too late because the technology is still developing, it's still new, it's still finding, you know, it's like when the internet started. When the internet started back in the mid-90s commercially, people thought it's just an email. You know, I remember back in 1995 when I used to carry a modem and go to someone's house to install internet, and I convinced him you need to open a website, open an e-business. He's like, why I want to open e-business? I'm like, you open 24 hours, you don't need employees, you don't need to lock your thing, it never gets stolen. You have a business, you can go to sleep, you're still selling. Yeah, he's like, but you know, Lebanese, I want to open my store and close it and hear the. You know, I'm like, okay, you can have.
The thing is so good. That's basically every Lebanese store has a giant metal gate. I think from the days of the war, we keep it for security. And you just, it makes the loudest sound. You bring it down, then you lock it with locks in the bottom. That is so good.
Don't you love that? You know, so. And look how the internet, we're talking through the internet. You're in LA, I'm in Malaysia. People from all around the world in Lebanon are tuning to us and sharing this, you know, we're all like connected. We buy our food through internet. We order a taxi. We talk to our loved ones through internet. I mean, but when it first started, we didn't know we were going to get to this.
Nah.
So this is where blockchain and cryptocurrency is now. We all know the future is digital money.
Yeah. Hands down. Yeah.
Ruled by the government, ruled by the centralized communities.
We'll find out. Yeah, that has yet to be seen. But I mean, it's definitely, a lot of people in Lebanon right now are flipping into cryptocurrency because they just realize that all their currency is, they can't get it. The bank won't give it.
It's like gold. It has a value, you know. Especially, I'm not preaching. Do your due diligence. Do your study. I lost a lot of money when I first got into crypto because it was a learning phase for me. I got into mining and like investment and cloud mining, and I got into scams that I didn't know. Like BitConnect was a very famous one.
BitConnect. That was a meme. Hey, BitConnect. Such a scam. Oh my God.
Yeah, man. So you need to be careful because you're venturing into new rounds, and unfortunately, there's a lot of scammers are everywhere. Anywhere there's money, it attracts bad people. They want to take your money.
So yeah, please, to anybody watching this right now, please, 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 neither I nor DJ Lethal Skillz are out here telling you, take your money, go into crypto. Not at all. What we're saying is if you're a content creator, these are the websites. They're in the description. You can go and earn cryptocurrency on those. That's safe. That's healthy. And if you're interested, as he said very clearly, if you're interested, this is a good way to start getting into the cryptocurrency world and doing your research. Do your due diligence. This is if I told you go into the New York Stock Exchange today and you had no idea what you're doing, you're going to lose a lot of money. It's the same thing. Research. I studied finance. That's my specialty in life. Nobody really knows that, but that's why I'm still able to survive is because of business. And I'm telling you, as a dude, I don't even understand properly about cryptocurrency. I wouldn't make a move without really studying. But if you're a content creator, this is a great way. As Lethal Skillz is saying, you're posting your stuff on Instagram and Facebook. Why not also post it on these other things and work on building your community there? If you're familiar with Reddit, they throw awards at you, and awards cost money. This is the same kind of concept. You just need to build a following, build a community around you that likes your stuff, and then like Patreon, you will have people who want to support what you do by giving you a bit of cryptocurrency to keep you going so that you can take the time off to focus on your craft and deliver better quality content. And it's a beautiful thing.
100%. 100%. So there's Hive, there's Apex, it's like Instagram, where you post pictures and you get upvotes and an Apex coin, which is Actually, if you go to check it, it's pretty high. You can earn like a few dollars every day from just sharing whatever you upload on Instagram on Epics. And when it comes to musicians, there's a lot of other sites for content creators, but these are like two legit hot ones now. You know, like when it comes to music, my number one is emanate.live, which is like Spotify on steroids. Usually on Spotify, as a musician, when I upload a song, I need to wait like 6 months to a year to, you know,
to get
and
paid.
I need to wait to look at paid and get my royalties and whatnot. On Emanate, as your music is being consumed. So now if you guys go to Emanate, press play on any of my songs, as the song is playing, every 6 seconds, micropayments go to my wallet in real time.
Wow.
And I can cash it out in real time. I don't have to wait for anyone. Everything is on the blockchain. You can see it.
Wow.
It's transparent. Everybody can see what's happening, where it's going. So if you really love an artist and you want to support him directly, and 100% comes to me. There's no middleman. They take commission to do
Really?
reports.
There's no commission?
Nothing.
How the fuck do they make money?
Nothing. But to be on Emanate, first you have a trial period. You can make it. How you can make money? To open, to be able to withdraw, you need to hold tokens of the native token, which is called EMT. So you need to stake. You need to freeze 5,000 tokens. You need to commit to the platform so you can take out of it.
That makes sense.
And then later there's subscriptions. And then later for listeners there's subscriptions.
So it's a paid. You're
income
paying for the service. I think that's very fair. That makes sense.
And the beautiful thing, not only musicians make money in real time, even the music lovers later. Now it's in alpha. We are working. There's a playlist coming which you can monetize it. So let's say me and you, Nemr, we did a track. I took one of your live creative moments. You screaming your lungs out, wearing a mask. Okay?
Which you did. I have it. I'm gonna play that actually for everybody in a bit. That was a surprise. But yes, go ahead. That was you fucking killed me. He's like, hey, I remixed your track. I was like, what? Lethal Skillz did what? And then let me pull that up right now. Hold on. So explain to everybody what you're going to do, and I'm going to get that track ready. Oh, no. We lost him. Are you fucking kidding me now at this timing? Dude, I can't hear you. We lost him.
No.
Can you hear me?
You lost me.
You're
Yes,
back.
I can hear you.
You're back right now.
Okay. It's so weird, the internet today. I don't know.
Lebanese, dude. We infused it.
Yeah, bro. We're cursed. So what you do is, like, let's say me and you uploaded this track and we approve people can share it on their playlists. As me and you are earning every 6 seconds as our music is being consumed, the owner of this playlist, when he shares his playlist, let's say his friends play his playlist, he gets a micropayment from our commission that we set for him.
Okay.
So this would encourage people to add, let's say you go and you say, Nemr, wake up morning vibes.
Okay.
Or a lo-fi playlist. And then you go look at lo-fi musicians on the Emanate, and you add them to a playlist, and then you share that playlist. Whoever played the music through your playlist, you earn money, even if you're not a musician.
Incredible.
You just need to create playlists.
You just need to create
and
playlists.
promote them.
Unreal.
So while you're making music and supporting the artist directly, you are making money also. So, I mean, the innovations that are happening there, it's just crazy. People who don't know about crypto, how to open a wallet and hold your keys and whatnot, there's something called Emanate Stream Card, which is a Visa card.
Yeah.
So you can upload the song in the morning, and if you get enough plays, you can be at Starbucks in the afternoon. You pay with that card, which
Crazy.
automatically withdraw from your crypto wallet. And you don't need to know anything about crypto. You don't need to know anything about crypto. You just need to know how to use a Visa card when you go to eat somewhere, or buy a microphone or a guitar or a new sound card or a new game, you know.
Unreal. Unreal. And I have that track.
So,
I don't know if you can tell me, can you hear this? I'm going to press play for a second. I just did a change in the audio settings on Skype. Hopefully you can hear this. Let me know.
yes.
You can hear that?
Yes.
Okay, so this is
Oh my God.
so I don't know if you guys know this. Let me just take everyone, because this was too funny, and I just want to put this out. So I put out a video on my Instagram. Let me load this out here just to people some context. We do music streams. There's going to be another one this Friday. I'm an idiot. I'm not a real musician like Lethal Skillz, but sometimes I'll put it.
I'm not. I'm still learning.
Stop being humble. Okay, so I'm just an idiot. I have a good time. I'm gonna do screen sharing really quick right here so you guys see what I'm talking about. I put this up. Listen to this. Let's find ourselves a melody here. Let's go and see what the. Wait, what did I do? I screwed it up. No, play. Yes. Let's find ourselves a melody here. Let's go and melodic. Oh yeah. So I posted this on my Instagram. Oh yeah. I've been walking downtown, looking for something to do.
Yeah.
I got one foot on my foot, And I got another one in my shoe. Come on. We go downtown. So this song is We're Gonna Go Downtown. I'm just screwing around, right? I hear I said we're gonna get Corona. We gonna get Corona. Get Corona. Get Corona. Cause nobody's wearing a mask. We gon' get. So I posted this on my Instagram, okay? And then Lethal Skillz, I'm gonna switch back to Skype here. You email me this, and I'm gonna play it back for everybody. It's an audio file, so I don't have a video, but I need to do a video for this. Look what he sends me. This is what Lethal Skillz did with my stupid track, okay? Listen to this.
I love it, man. Anyway.
That's my voice.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Walking downtown, looking for something to do. I got one foot on my foot, and I got another one in my shoe. Come on. We go downtown and get some
Wait
stuff.
for the drop.
We go downtown and get some stuff. We go downtown and get some stuff. We gonna get Corona, get Corona, get Corona. Cause nobody's wearing a mask. We gon' get Corona.
That
Get
snare.
Corona, get Corona. Cause nobody's wearing a mask. Just wear a mask. God damn it. Put it on your mouth. Save the planet. Just wear a mask. God damn it. Put it on your mouth. Save the planet. Come on. I said wear a mask. God damn it. Everybody.
It's an anthem.
Wear a mask. God damn it. Come on. I said wear a mask. God damn it. Wear a mask and save the planet. Come on.
Get out of here. Get out of here. What? What? Dude, the chat is going insane. I'm telling you, when you sent this to me, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then you go to me, you're like, I was just fucking around. We could have done something way better if you give me the clean audio tracks. I'm like, better than that? I don't know, man. That was such an honor.
Bro,
that Lethal
that was so
Skillz,
funky.
Lethal Skillz remixed something that I put out. It was the coolest shit in my life. I swear to God, man. Thank you.
I'm glad you liked it, bro. Like seriously, like but for real, I love the track, man.
Dude, that
This
is too
the stuff
funny.
That can become a hit, like, you know, and it's so relevant.
Dude, I
You're
want to
gonna
send
get
you.
Corona.
I did
Wear a
work on a
mask,
track. I did work on a song that I think is like the best thing I've ever made, and I want to send it to you. And you tell me. I want your feedback. We'll do that after stream, because this is so cool, man. I looked up. You're like a hero to me, man. I used to go and see you playing
You're my
gigs.
hero, bro.
Dude, I don't understand the fuck. I'm your hero. I used to go watch you.
You know
play.
that meme? You know that meme? Three Spider-Mans? You,
Yeah.
you. This is how it comes to me. Like, you're my hero. bro.
No, you're my hero. You're my hero. Dude,
No, you.
you influenced me. Before I did stand-up, I used to come see you play, and I'm like, man, I want to be like this guy. Like, I want to do my thing. I want to do my passion. Look, he's owning the moment. I used to come and watch you fucking on turntables and shit. Like,
Wow.
man, unreal. What a world.
Man, you're my hero. Like, I live in McHood next to AUB, and I used to always see you, and we have a lot of common friends. From
Yeah.
Sam to John to, like,
John
you know.
Mustard, yeah.
And when you started
Sensei.
doing your thing, man, and you started blowing up, man, I was so proud because, you know, even though we never used to, like, and when you used to come to my parties, you don't come to me. You're there.
Bro, I was
You know,
shy.
like,
Dude, مستحي منك. I
me
like
too. No, that's for real, bro. It's crazy. I'm
What the
so
fuck?
proud of you, man. You make me stronger, and honestly,
Bro.
I love Lebanese people because of what we do, man. Despite all the shit we go
Dude,
through.
right back at you. That's the
the
thing I love about Lebanese people, the creativity, the fucking so many different people doing their thing. And let me tell you, man, today's podcast for me was just such a delight because I like to tell people, I always tell them, like, man, you have no idea. Lebanese people have been constantly running with ankle weights and vests, just weighing them down. If you were to give Lebanese people an equal playing field, you would be blown away with what they could come out. So today for you, for all of us, you've represented just nothing but resilience in what the Lebanese spirit can do with so many different genres and so many incredible things, man. It was a blessing today to spend time with you, man.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
sharing
Thank
your
you.
story. I can't wait to have you back on the show because there's still so much more for us to talk about.
Oh, for sure.
For
We'll
real.
definitely do a follow-up.
For real. But dude, thank you so much. Shout out once again to Big Hass, who's loving the show, man. I can't wait to have him on the show. And I can't wait till we're somewhere where we can all be together and do a fucking show in person instead of over the internet.
Definitely, maybe even jamming or whatever. Like, you know, well, with the corona and all being on lockdown and we can't travel and whatnot, we need to innovate.
Bro, if I could
We need
jam,
to
if I could do my stupid vocals and lyrics over your incredible
Bro,
music.
don't say stop. I swear to God, you have the catchiest hooks, man, and like for real. I can go to your IG and make an album without even you knowing.
Okay.
Just tell you, yo,
Okay.
Nemr, here's an album for you.
Bro,
Mine
I
was
gotta, you know what? I'm gonna do this live on the air. I made this song the other day and I'm like, I wanna give this to an actual producer. Where is it? Since you can hear what's going on. Where the hell is the... I called it Oh My. It's just an instrumental. And I'm like, I don't know any rappers or anyone that I would like. I don't know how to get to them that should... But tell me what you think of this. Are you... Okay, listen to this. And you're hearing it in mono, so in stereo, I'm going to send it to you, though. Is there something there? Do you think there's something there?
Yo, I love the vibe and the energy, man.
Fuck yeah!
I can see it like a movie introduction or some shit.
That's what I was saying. I was like, somebody comes in slow motion. Like, this is how I see the track, right? Some, like, the protagonist walks in, opens the door, fucking, he's walking in, they're coming, the music's playing, door opens right here, and they appear right now. They're just slow motion, fucking walking down the street and shit. It would be great for a comedy movie. Like, we could take the characters in some ridiculous...
Or a Bollywood action movie.
Yes! Yes, like it's a Bollywood action movie, 100%. 100%.
I see the... Because, you know, for me, when I create music, I always have visuals running in my mind. And then I translate them to sound. Yeah. So when we played this, I was going to say, like, Bollywood. It's a fusion between Middle Eastern and Indian guitar or something going on. But the energy is so, like...
Thank you.
I work with a lot of Tamil rappers, by the way. I have some work with some Tamil, the top Indian rappers, and the cool thing about Tamil hip hop is they rap like Arabic rap, the fast flowers. Like if you know of Arab rappers like MC Amin, E-Money from Egypt or whatever, they rap, you know, there's like, they go 6 CZM in the rap, you know? You really need to slow-mo the rap to like understand if you're not into hip hop. So Tamil rappers, they rap like the Arabs. So when I travel here in Southeast Asia and I play them Arabic hip hop, and I hear them rapping, I'm like, yo, you flow the same. It's just everyone is on a different...
That's great. Tip. I'm sending you this track, man. Let's do it. Let's collaborate. I would love to.
Send it.
Done. Send it. That's why I had you on the podcast. It was all for this song. No, I'm kidding.
What a trap. You trapped me. No, bro, it was an honor to be here. Finally, I'm so happy to catch up with you and share a small glimpse of my story. And
beautiful.
And happy to see where you are and what you're doing, and full support, bro.
Likewise, my brother. So much. Long journey ahead. Long journey for both of us. And,
always.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man. God bless you, you and your beautiful family. Stay safe out there and keep killing it, man. Thanks so much.
You too, guys. You too. Big shout out to all my Lebanese peeps out there. Keep strong, and I hope to see you all soon, striving stronger and better. And shout out to everyone that I haven't spoken with in a very long time. Thank you for being with us. And once again, Nemr, I'm very humbled to be with you. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Keep it up, bro.
Thank you. You too. Peace. Salute. Bye-bye. There it is. The legend himself, DJ Lethal Skillz. Man, that was an episode. That was a good time. That was a goddamn good time. I hope you guys enjoyed that things. It was amazing. 100%. It was such a good thing. Am I taking calls? Yes, I am. We're going to do that in a second. For those of you who don't know, if you don't have the number, go ahead and add it right there. I'm going to open up the phone lines in a second to take some phone calls. That was a good time. But before that, I just want to wrap up the interview segment of the show by saying what a pleasure and a privilege that was. Wow, we got 40 people on Twitch. Jesus Christ, guys. Salute to you for sticking with us on Twitch. I love that we're building that platform. It is now bigger than Facebook and YouTube. That is fantastic. Excellent. He's such a real one. I'm opening up Reddit right now. He is such a real one. Everybody in the chat, I was looking at your comments. I am so happy that you were loving the Ask Reddit. Sorry, that you were loving the interview. He's such a dude. He's such a humble guy. Real artists, they emanate humility because they don't have anything to prove, because they're so solid and confident in their craft. Thank you guys so much for spending time. I saw DJs up in the chat section. Big Hass, everybody. Thank you guys so much, man. That was so cool. I'm so glad we got to vibe together on that. I'm going to open up the phone lines right now, and I'm going to ask you guys a question, and then you call in. And here's the drill, though. I want to explain how this is going to work. When you see this on the screen, that is the only time you should be calling. if you call when this is off the screen, it's going to ruin the phone call because it goes beep, beep, and WhatsApp has no option to disable call waiting. So I need your help, please. When you see this on the phone, taking WhatsApp call lives, call in. When you see it go, just stop calling so that we don't hear that beeping, the incessant beeping over the phone calls, and we're able to hear the callers. So is that cool? If we could, that would be great to work together. I have no workaround for that, unfortunately, and you can only call me through WhatsApp. Now, I'm looking at Ask Reddit right here to find a great question, and I'm going to look over here and see a question to ask you guys. Call in and give me your answers. That way we get to learn a bit about you guys, and it would be really cool. Let me take a look right here at these questions and find something. I always do this. We find a random question right here. What TV show? I like this question. What TV show do you feel is the best of all time? What TV show do you feel is the best of all time? Give me a call on WhatsApp, +1 424 542 9902. We are taking callers right now. Give me a call and let me know which TV show you think is the best TV show of all time and why. And I would love to hear it, man. I'll tell you what my answer is. Let me make sure I have everything unmuted. Where's the phone? Yeah. My favorite one, honestly speaking, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a very easy. That's a very, very easy answer for me as far as I'm concerned. We're getting our first caller from London. Rami, how's it going, my friend?
We're getting our first caller from London. Rami, how's it going, my friend?
Rami.
Hello.
Hey, brother. How you doing?
Hey, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good, dude.
Sorry,
Thanks
go
for
ahead.
joining us, man. How you been? How's London?
Yeah, good. All is fine here, and the sort of the corona lockdown has been easing up and, sort of relaxing. So they've opened up a lot of the restaurants and pubs.
Thank God,
and
man.
stuff like that.
God bless.
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
But I'm still sort of being careful,
Yes.
I'm not like...
Please.
I'm not like jumping the bars yet.
Plus, if you're not careful, then a second wave will hit. Like being careful now is the best way to keep open. Like you reopen, be careful, wear a mask, stay open.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And in terms of the masks thing, just like I loved your song, by the way. It was,
the fire remix from DJ Lethal's Skillz. It's incredible.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was really cool.
Unreal.
And, but like here in England, they're basically making it compulsory to wear masks in all shops on the 24th of July.
Good.
So
good.
To this, which is
They,
a good.
they
good
should,
thing,
dude.
but
I don't understand how we've reached a place as a human race where telling somebody to put a piece of cloth over their mouth is difficult. Like fucking put a mask on. It boggles my mind that we're asking the minimum. We become so spoiled as a human race that we can't even do that little thing. It boggles my mind, man. I don't know. We got to raise our kids better. We got to do a better job. We just got to raise our kids better.
It's very strange, but hopefully, we'll all come out of it, sort of with some positives. I think that I think this whole Corona crisis throughout the world, it's hopefully like there'll be some sort of positives.
There will be.
People have had a chance to reflect, etc. But we'll see. And Lebanon, man, our country, Lebanon, what a joke. But anyways, let's not talk about that.
I mean, people always tell me, they're like, where do you get your material? How do you get so much material? And I'm like, you got to come to my country. You got to come. Exactly. You got to hang out in Lebanon, man, for a minute just to see one thing. Unreal. Listen, on another note, what is your favorite TV show and why? What do you think is the greatest TV show of all time and why?
For this one, I was like, obviously because I watch your streams, each stream, and this question for me was like very sort of like straight away it came to me.
Okay.
As in favorite TV show, no, hands down, it's The Sopranos.
Yo, good choice. Tell us why.
Man, I mean, I remember watching it a long time ago. I was at like this. It was. I think I was at uni. So
Okay.
no, I don't really want to. I don't really want to say my age. I'm too old. But yeah, it's everything about it, kind of, because it's got the mafia part, the gangsters, which I always loved. I was always into Goodfellas and Godfather, etc. But at the same time, it's got the the comedic aspect,
Yes.
which is really, and also at the same time, you get to see like his personal side,
The human
his
side. Yeah, the
friend, his
acting.
human
The acting
side.
is just, and the
The
story.
acting was amazing, and James Gandolfini, what an actor, I mean, he was really, really, really good in that. So yeah, I absolutely loved that show.
Dude,
And,
that's a great fucking answer. And Dinsey Finzi in the comment section says you sound so young. So you just to feel better
Thanks a lot.
about your age, dude.
Well, yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. That was a great answer. I agree. That's definitely a solid answer. Solid.
There's so many TV shows these days. I've lost track, and it's sometimes I go on Netflix or whatever. I find it overwhelming. I'm like, Jesus, what am I supposed to choose?
Yeah.
There's too much.
There is.
But
have you seen Breaking Bad? My favorite TV show is Breaking Bad.
Oh,
That is
that's a very good one. Yeah,
from
yeah,
from a TV series. I would argue that the best TV show right now that I'm thinking about it is, I don't know what the show is called. It was on a channel in Lebanon called Chasse et Pêche. I don't know if you're aware of this channel. And then the show would be at 11 p.m. at 11:30. And then not many people knew this, but at midnight, Chasse et Pêche would immediately just switch. It was a satellite channel to a full-on porn channel called XXL. It would switch over. So I would argue the best TV show was that show, because halfway through, it became a much more exciting show, if you know what I'm saying.
Very good. Yeah.
It's either that or the Ninja Turtles. That's where I would put it. Either that or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are my two favorite. And Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, the Ninja Turtles, and XXL / / Chasse et Pêche hybrid were just...
Quick, Nemr, quick thing I wanted to ask you, what do you think of this? Because I haven't seen it. Game of Thrones, where there was a huge craze about Game of Thrones.
I started watching Game of Thrones when it first came out, and I was in Lebanon, so we used to download the episodes illegally with torrent them. And the internet was so bad that I would have to wait like 4 or 5 days at least to get a fucking episode downloaded. So then I watched up until the Red Wedding. I got so pissed off after the Red Wedding, in a good way. It was such a fucking surprise. It upset me so much that I was like, you know what? I'm not going to continue watching the show until it's totally done. Then I'll just watch it in one go, because I can't wait week to week with this show anymore. And having heard all of the backlash from everyone and so many people whose opinion I trust so much about how atrociously bad they fucked up the last season, especially since the writers that took over in the last season went up to fuck up so many other franchises that I love in movies, I am so happy that I didn't waste my time with that show. That's my feeling with it right now.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if you disagree though.
I haven't seen. No, I'm asking you because I
like Sanda Mimuna right now in the chat section. She said Game of Thrones was great as long as it followed the books. Then they messed it up. That's what I heard from anyone. And the writers, I can't remember their fucking names right now, but they also messed up. Geez, which franchises with it? They were, I think, in Star Wars. They were the ones behind Star Wars. Ruined it. Just everything they touched was cancerous. So yeah. So I don't know. I just watch Breaking Bad. That's it. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get better as far as I'm concerned. The acting, the storytelling, the characters, the pacing, the directing, just so good. Anyways, I'm done geeking out with you. Thank you so much for calling, Rami. Appreciate you, brother. Don't play Ghost of Tsushima. I'll see you online.
Yalla,
Bye. Give me a call, everybody. Phone lines are back open. What do you think is the greatest TV show of all time? Better Call Saul Mortanius. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's even better than Breaking Bad is what people are saying. So give me a call right now. What do you think is the greatest show of all time? Let me know. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. Who am I talking to? Oh, wait, I can see you. Is this Luffy 13?
Yes, it's Rami / Luffy 13.
I couldn't see the thing because so many people are calling, and I think because there's a lag on this stuff, but now it's me and you. So Luffy 13, fellows Twitch fam streamer, my friend, what do you think is the greatest show of all time and why?
It's Maria Mercedes.
Maria. Wow. Oh my God. Nobody's going to understand. There was a Mexican soap opera in the early 90s called Maria Mercedes. And we had the Arabic dubbed version of Maria Mercedes. This was such a good answer. Fucking /thread. That's it. It doesn't get better than that. Maria Mercedes is the best show. My sister's name was Maria. Still is. Her name is Maria. And everywhere we would go in Lebanon, they'd be like, what's your name? She'd be like, Maria. They'd be like, Maria Mercedes. It was the most annoying shit. Dude, what a great answer, man. Oh, dude, so good, man. Thank you for calling and saying that. That made my day.
Thank you.
You have a great day, brother. I'll see you online. Bye-bye.
Have a great one.
Oh, my
See you,
God. Bye. All right, everybody, hit me up. The phone lines are open again. +1 424 542 9902. Maria Mercedes and Juan El Ghul. I remember those were two shows that we got a lot of. Juan El Ghul and Maria Mercedes. Oh, wow. It's Andrea. Andrea Meshi.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Hello.
How's it going, Twitch person, family, man, dude? This is great, man. We've now become. Oh shit! Big Haas is calling right now. Big Haas, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you after this. Big Haas, just so you know. Andrea or Andre. I keep getting confused.
I can always hang up.
No, never hang up.
You know,
Andrea. We love
it's
you.
Andrea. Yeah.
It's Andrea. Andrea, what do you think is the
I
best
love you
TV
too, man.
show of all time? And once again, I want to just show Andrea's picture right here. Beautiful man, right there. Very. Oh no, that's not you. You're the guy here.
I'm the guy on the right. I'm on the right.
You're the guy that looks. That doesn't look like the. Like, stop calling. You're the guy who doesn't look.
I'm not.
You're not the rapist.
No, I'm not the rapist.
You don't have the pedophile mustache. You're the guy. You're the guy who's ready for marriage, ready to start a family. You're the guy who's going to open up a franchise business and work hard and retire with great benefits. I see it right there. Andrea, what do you think is the greatest TV show of all time and why?
I have an obsession with SpongeBob. Like, SpongeBob is literally means everything to me.
SpongeBob SquarePants. It's the best. It's the best.
It's literally the best.
It doesn't get better.
Since I was
Who
a
lives
kid.
in a castle under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. All right, tell us about your love with SpongeBob SquarePants. I want to hear it.
I have, like, if you see my room in Lebanon, like, it's full of, like, SpongeBob, like, posters, peluche, everything you want.
Nice.
I have it in SpongeBob.
Did you ever try to
And
bring
I'm
a girl
doing-
back to your house?
They actually like it. That's
Yes!
the best part.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I was hoping. It's like, hey, girl, I want. You're like Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey, but your playroom is just SpongeBob SquarePants stuff, and there's no BDSM.
Exactly.
Just like, hey, girl, I want you to see my. Are you ready? I'm going to let you into my world. And then he opens the thing. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. She's like, you're the man for me, Andrea. I've always looked for a man.
It's the best thing ever. He always inspired me. Like my positivity comes from him, and like I always got inspired since I was a kid. Like it was so amazing, and ever
Respect.
since then.
Respect. SpongeBob SquarePants is legit, dude. The movie with David Hasselhoff is one of my favorite.
Yeah,
things.
it was
One of my favorite. Just the funniest shit in the world.
the scene is so fun.
So good, dude. What a great answer, man. What a great answer.
On another note, I do agree with Sopranos, which is my favorite. Like, if you want to take it like as a real life TV show,
Live action
and
show.
There's Mad Men, live action,
Okay.
and Mad Men.
Mad Men
is
was so good. So
like-
good. So good.
The actors, the filming, the costumes, the everything.
It was
Everything
flawless. It was
in that
perfection.
series, it's
Perfection, and it ended beautifully. It was a magnificent show.
so much. Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Mad Men was definitely. It's tough to choose. Like if you're
It's
going to
really,
sit,
really tough.
there's so much
Yeah.
quality content out there. It's easy to say which shows to avoid, though, which is great. But it's
Yeah.
it's very tough.
100%,
It's
I
very
agree.
tough to choose which ones are the best. And definitely,
I agree.
definitely, Mad Men is up there, man. Great taste,
I
bro.
agree.
Well done, brother. Thanks for calling, man.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna hit up Big Hass right now. But you take care, dude.
Thank you so much.
Take care of yourself,
I'll be in the chat.
and give our best to your pedophile.
Will do. He's watching One Piece
He's
actually right now.
He's watching One Piece. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Tell him Bokura Wahito to One Piece. Let him know. Let him know. I got you in a video call, so just drop out and I'll continue with Big Hass, man. Love you, brother.
Thank you. Love
Take
you
care.
too. Bye.
Bye-bye. What's up, Big Hass on the phone, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going, brother?
Yo, salam, man. Peace and love. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you gloriously. Your VPN is operating to spec.
It is. Yo, Nemr, I just want to say, man, you are really, really. I mean, I remember actually calling you on your show in Lebanon from Saudi Arabia, telling you how I'm a big fan. So just watching you really, watching you rise, watching you really, really make that impact, man. Much love and respect to you and your following, and just I love you, man.
Dude, fuck, that's the night, dude. I'm such a big fan of yours. This is like the most beautiful show for me I've ever done. I got people who I look up to calling me and telling me they look up to me. I don't know how that fucking works, but I remember.
That's a fact, man. I mean, I watched the whole thing. Skillz said the truth, man. You are somebody that broke barriers. I watched your show in Dubai, and I can't wait for this. Love is not the answer to be online. I'm I love your comedy, man. I think you're really incredible. The way the content, but not to take much of the time of the people. I got two actually. I don't know if so. I love Grandizer. I'm a Grandizer fan.
Hey, Grandizer, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck, dude. Grandizer is legendary.
Yeah. And also, I mean, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I think it came in before its time, and there was a lot of things that impacted me. So these two really changed my life and impacted me.
That is actually something I wouldn't have thought of, but now that you mention it, in terms of shows that were significant, important, and made a major cultural impact, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a big one.
Yeah, no, big time. And plus, they were discussing a lot of things way back before everything, way back.
Yeah.
So these are the two, man. Look, I don't want to take much of your time, wallahi, you are just incredible, Nemr. I'm serious, man.
Bro,
the way your content, the way you draw, the way you're, man. Wallahi, I look up to you. This is not in any way, and. In any way, I'm not selling talk. This is really, and I want to take this opportunity actually to be on your platform to say I have a son. He's my hero. He's autistic, and autism is not a disease. It's a way of life. It might be different than what you think, or different way of thinking, but autism is not a disease. It's just a different way of life. And autism is not a disease.
No, dude. Anybody who thinks autism is a disease is diseased themselves. Autism is not a disease. In many cases, I've met many people who are autistic, and it's, in my opinion, I don't know. Tell me if you think about it this way. I've never really, I don't have a child that's autistic, but I've obviously met several people who are autistic, and I've always noticed that when I meet somebody with autism, I'm meeting a human being that is maximizing a certain type of communication. It's like you meet a human being that has I don't know what the right wording is for it, but that human being is showing you a side of humanity concentrated. And
SubhanAllah. I mean, I think you nailed it right. It's just a different way of thinking. That's it.
Yeah.
And SubhanAllah, autism is a spectrum. So there is like from 0 to like 100, and there's no two kids or no two people that are autistic that are the same. That's how big the spectrum is. Like Bill Gates is autistic, for example. Do you know the guy from The Roots? The guy, Questlove, the guy who plays the
drummer.
drums.
Yeah, of course. He's autistic.
He's autistic.
Yeah.
So like there's so many. And it's just in the Arab region, man, on your platform, I just want to say that, let's stop judging, especially parents. I want to shout out all the autism parents out there. It takes a lot. It's not easy. And man, Nemr, you are really one of our heroes. I say that, and everybody should really support you and love you.
Bro, you're too kind.
Much love to you, man. Wallahi.
Bro, you are too kind. Everybody, thank God I get so much love and support to be able to do what I do, and it's not, love and support like yours, bro, is not.
You're making an impact, man. You're making an impact. Believe it or not, you're making a huge impact, and I'm loving the podcast. May Allah bless you and protect you as always. Peace and love to everybody here, man. I'm gonna keep watching, man. Peace and love.
Allah, thank you so much, brother. God bless, brother. You and your beautiful family and your son. Please give him our best.
Salute. We salute you too, man.
Salute, Salam. Brother. Take care. Salam. Salam. Big Hass right there. Big Hass is a huge figure in the music industry in the Middle East as well, and he will be on this show. I can't wait to have him as well. Let me go right back to the phone lines. Give me a call. That was so sweet. I just want to say what he said. Dude, thank you guys all for the love and support. I would just be a guy talking to myself if none of you were here for me. So I do everything I do because you guys let me. So thank you. Give me a call right now. The phone number is on the screen. What do you think is the greatest show of all time, and why? So we find out. We got a call from Lebanon, from the homeland. What's up, brother? This is Wafi. How you doing, man?
Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing shit. Thank you.
You're doing, yeah.
I mean, Lebanon.
Yeah, you're in Lebanon, so you're not going to be doing that well, I can imagine. But you know, all things withstanding, what would you say is the best TV show of all time? Besides the political drama that is known as Lebanon's bullshit, what would you say is the best TV show of all time and why?
Well, the best TV show, like in my opinion, is, and especially for you, Nemr, because you said that you like Breaking Bad, is Mr. Robot.
I've heard about
it's
that.
Not that popular.
I've heard that it's great.
Listen, when I say I love a TV show, listen, I'm an actor. I am in the business of theater and acting and movie making and all that. So when I say that is a fucking TV show that is comparable to the best TV show in your opinion, Breaking Bad, I mean it. Okay. I mean, the story, first of all, many people don't know it, is actually inspired by the Arab Spring. The director is actually Egyptian. The writer is the same.
And isn't Rami Malek in it as well?
Yes, definitely. And it takes on way too many subjects. And please, people who say that 13 Reasons Why highlight mental illness, I'm not sure if you have lube, but please grab a dildo and put it in your throat and die. So, other than that,
the fuck?
Yes, that is a show that highlights like political issues.
I love how this conversation started out with. I love how the conversation started out with like, "Hey, you know, I just want to say, like, as an actor, as a thespian, I really appreciate the acting, all of this." And then you're like, "Shove a dildo," and what the fuck just happened to you, dude? You went from hero to zero in like 5 seconds. What the fuck?
No, I mean, the fact that I said, hey, people, if you want to talk about mental illness and suicidal thoughts, please grab a dildo and die with it.
Yeah, and that's not how you talk about mental illness. You're like, if you guys want to have an honest conversation about mental illness, go fuck yourself. That's not how you...
I didn't say go fuck yourself. I say die with a dildo. Anyways, so basically this is my favorite TV show. So.
Okay, yeah, well, you know, okay. Well, thank you, man. Yeah. Bye-bye. So apparently the best TV show in the world comes from a guy who uses some very... Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say that that's not something you want to say when it comes to mental illness. Never say go and die or do that. I think he was just joking. I'm sure that was a joke. He was laughing. I was laughing, but I want to make very clear, mental illness is a real thing. I've heard a lot of criticism about 30 Reasons Why, and I'm sure it's very valid. And I've heard that it's actually very bad for people who suffer from mental illness. But if you want to have a conversation about mental illness, do it. There's no shame in it whatsoever. And of course, if you like a show or you don't like a show, doesn't matter. As long as you're happy. No dildo shoving, no dying. Okay? Just want to make that very clear here on this show. Let's go to the phone lines. Let me put that, right there. Give me a call right now. Let me know what was the best show you've ever seen and why. We got a friend of the show right now on the line. It is Emil Salman calling us from Kuwait. What's up, brother?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Shout out to everyone.
Bro, everybody knows you. Emil Salman is here. Everybody in the chat knows you. It's happening right now.
I'm glad to hear your voice. I'm glad to be there with you guys, really.
Thank you so much, man. Glad you're calling.
I'm not gonna Habib, I'm not gonna waste the others' time. I'm sure they want to call you as well. So I'm just gonna say there was a show back in the 80s. It was an animation, The Mysterious Cities of Gold, or الأحلام الذهبية.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
I'm sure if I send you a YouTube clip,
I'm actually looking at it's an English show?
No, it was in Arabic.
Okay.
It was translated from Japanese. It's like an animation.
The Mysterious Island of Gold?
No, The Mysterious Cities of Gold.
The Mysterious Cities of Gold. Oh, it was a Japanese anime. Yeah, it's there.
Yes.
It's there.
Yeah.
I have do you want to hear the theme song? Here's the theme song. I don't know if you'll be able to hear.
The theme song is amazing. I actually played it on my guitar.
I'm trying to forward. Hey, they don't make intro music.
I can't hear it, by the way.
Yeah, you can't hear it. No, it's the English version. I stopped it immediately. Somewhere out there, there's a Japanese version that doesn't make you want to, close your ears for good.
Right. So it's basically a very nice. It was like way over its period of time because it has some mysteries and like it's like basically treasure hunting.
Awesome.
Kind of cartoons or like animation, and I was like maybe 7 or 8 years old, so I was really hooked on that. Now that was the old stuff, but the new stuff, I agree with you 100%. Breaking Bad took me big time.
Excellent.
And I don't think I'm actually kind of disappointed because I don't think anything else can like level up.
Bro,
to that
Breaking Bad fucked
level.
up everything for me. When I finished Breaking Bad, life became joyless. Yeah. Everything I would watch after Breaking Bad, I was like, meh. You know,
absolutely.
Have you seen?
Like,
have you seen Better Call Saul? Because according to people who are hardcore fans of Breaking Bad, it's just as good. And according to the director, the final season he said is going to make the show better than Breaking Bad. I don't know how you feel about that.
Well, actually, in the beginning, I liked Calling Saul, but then, خلاص, it went out of my system. It's just like there is no other option, you know. Like you gotta watch it in order to continue with Breaking Bad. But no, it's not the same.
Okay.
However, I watched El Camino, the movie.
It was okay. Yeah, El Camino wasn't bad.
It was nice. Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice to revisit, but it was.
And then I'm waiting for Jesse now. He has his own thing happening. It will come up.
They said that they're going to do a show with him, which is supposed to take place after El Camino.
Right, exactly. So I'm waiting for that, and let's see. And that's it, man. It's basically these two. They told me to watch Money Heist many times. I did watch a couple of episodes, but no, nothing like Breaking Bad.
It's going to be very hard to get something like Breaking Bad. Honestly.
Yeah, true.
Honestly.
Man, it was amazing talking to you. I'm not gonna waste the other times. I'm sure they want to talk to you.
Not at all.
And cheers. And,
cheers to you, dude.
I'll see you in the chat.
Yalla, we'll see you soon, guys. Brother. Thanks so much, man. Take care. Allah mak, habibi. Bye-bye. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for the show today. It's time for us to progress forward in life. I have another episode of the podcast today. So for those of you who are going to still be up around the world, and for those of you in the U.S., this is the perfect opportunity for me to plug this. It's 1:12 p.m. now. At 7 p.m., so that's in just under 6 hours, is the next episode of the podcast today. It's the Very Funny Podcast, episode 2, with stand-up comedian Erica Rhodes. So, I highly recommend you guys tune into it. She's absolutely fantastic. And I think we should end the show with the song that Big Hass did about wear a mask. I think that's the best way to do it. Thank you all so much for tuning in, everybody, and for joining us on another incredible episode of the Very Funny Podcast. Incredible because of our guest and because of you. Thank you.
I've been walking downtown, looking for something
to do. I got one foot on my foot, and I got another one in my shoe. Come on, come on.
We go
downtown and get some stuff.
We go downtown.
You guys are the best. I'll see you in a bit.
Go downtown and get some stuff.
You gonna get corona, get corona, get corona, cause nobody's wearing a mask.
We gon'
get corona, get corona,
get corona, cause nobody's wearing a mask. Just wear a mask. God damn it. Put it on your mouth. Save the planet. Just wear a mask. God damn it. Put it on your mouth. Save the planet. Come on, I said wear a mask. God damn it. Everybody
do it.
Wear a mask. God damn it.
Save the planet.
Wear a mask. God damn it. Wear a mask and save the planet. Come on.
Take care, everybody. That's what I'm going to end it on. I love you guys. Thank you so much to our guest, DJ Lethal Skillz. I'll see you in just a bit. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh, and take care and always